Are you ready to pod?
I am.
Big Cat, are you ready to pod? Big Cat, are you ready to pod?
I am. PT.
Eric.
We
killed it. We killed it. We had such
That
good
was a
vibes.
good thing going on there.
On today's part of my take, NFL Week 3 picks and preview. Fantasy Lad Boys and our good friend Brooks Koepka in person. We went out and golfed with him today. We talk Ryder Cup. We talk how many majors he's going to win. We also get a guest question from Jersey Jerry. Very, very funny questions. He had two. Very funny questions. Great interview with Brooks, and we wrap it all up with Fyre Fest. Before we get to any of that, though, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut may not have invented pizza, but they made it famous because nobody loves it like they do. From the legendary thick and comforting original pan pizza to the original stuffed crust that taught you how to eat pizza the wrong way, Pizza Hut has been cooking up delicious pizzas and iconic recipes under the hut and delivered to your door for more than 60 years. It's too good not to share. Whether it's a team celebration or just a casual get-together with friends, Pizza Hut's large pizza offers a convenient and enjoyable dining experience for everyone involved. No one out-pizzas the Hut, so order now. I had the stuffed crust the other day. I hadn't had it in a while. Oh, my God. It is so good.
To die for. I love Pizza Hut.
So good. Pizza Hut is the best. So no one out pizzas the Hut. Order now. Pizza Hut. Like I said, the original pan pizza, the original stuffed crust. They have everything. Go check out Pizza Hut right now. Perfect for this wonderful football weekend we're about to dive into. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Friday, September 22nd, and the 49ers are really fucking good.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's really fucking good. Throwing some dimes.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I still like Brock. I think he's better than just a system guy.
I like Brock too, but there's a lot of times he throws passes and then his receivers are so fucking good that it doesn't matter. Or they're so wide open it doesn't matter. Or that one where he threw that was a terrible pass and then got tipped up and then caught for like a 20-yard. I like Brock Purdy.
Where did it hit his receiver?
What?
Where did it hit his receiver?
It was wildly overthrown.
In the hands.
Yeah, but I like Brock Purdy, but this was maybe the first time. Maybe it's because it was a primetime game where I was like, Brock Purdy's good. The guys around him are really fucking good.
Yeah, one thing Kyle Shanahan's actually kind of figured out is that the one place on the football field where there are very few defenders is behind the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. So maybe just throw a lot of passes there.
Yeah.
Because they're very hard to pick off.
They're just, I mean, the defense is fucking phenomenal. They just bottled up the Giants. And I don't even like, the 49ers are now at a point where I know it's early in the season, but we obviously know last year they were a very, very good team. When teams lose to them, I don't even ding the team. Like, I'm not even saying like the Giants are trash. The Giants just had to play the Cowboys and the 49ers, which might be the two best teams in the NFC. What do we think?
I think that division's the best teams in the NFC.
Okay. But either way, the Giants, like, that was a tough road trip for them. They're 1-2 going back home. The 49ers are just that much better than pretty much every team in the NFC and maybe every team in the NFL.
I want to tip my cap to the officials for what they did right before halftime tonight.
Yes.
A little dust up on the field.
Yes.
Between Trent Williams, I forget who on the Giants it was against. They didn't throw anybody out, even though both players kind of threw punches at each other. I like that. Let the boys play.
Yes.
Let the boys play out there. It's football. Let them scuffle. Let them get in each other's faces. A lot of Twitter narcs out there are posting the video of Trent Williams throwing a punch, neglecting to throw the previous punch that was thrown in that highlight clip conveniently. But I like it. I like them. I assess offsetting penalties. Let the boys play.
Yeah. Danny Dimes, not so good in primetime. I think I don't even know what his record is at this point, but it's very, very bad. He had a tough night. Again, very tough team to play against. Not a ton of weapons. Saquon's out, but he was 137 yards, which is hard to do in an NFL game, especially when you throw the ball 32 times.
I feel like Danny Dimes can throw some Danny Dimes as long as they don't get a big hole, you know?
Yeah.
Like, as long as it's a close game, he can break off a couple passes. But when you're expecting a pass from the Giants, they're not really able to air it out on you.
This also was like one of those games where the Giants used so much effort coming back against the Cardinals, and Daniel Jones was so phenomenal in that second half. He didn't run the ball tonight. Like, you didn't see the full Danny Dimes when he's actually playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the 49ers are fucking awesome. And I don't really know. Let's see. I'm going to do a quick look at their schedule to see when they're going to get tested.
Let me ask you this, Big Cat, while you're looking that up. If the Super Bowl were today, do you think that the 49ers would win it?
Yes.
I think so, too. I think that they were the best team in the NFL today.
Well, they were the only team ready to play today because I'm not counting the Giants as being ready to play. Oh, great. The 49ers play the Cardinals next week.
That's awesome.
Then they do get to play the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football in Week 5.
Very
which will
excited
be
about that.
Very, very
that
good.
rules.
But yeah, the 49ers, I don't know. At the Eagles later in the season is maybe their toughest remaining game. Like, they're just going to waste teams. They're going to absolutely waste teams, and we're going to find out if Brock Purdy's the guy yet again when we get to the playoffs. That's really what it's going to be.
Very excited about the matchup against the Cowboys.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, Giants go home, play the Seahawks, I think they're playing next. So,
got a long week.
Yeah.
Mini bye.
Yeah, mini bye. Brian Dable was throwing flags around, was getting angry. I like to see that fight.
He was ready to play.
But yeah, not a great game for the Giants tonight.
No party. No birthday party for his kid. Actually, if you're going to have a party, Brian, this is the Saturday to do it.
Oh, they got it. Seahawks at Dolphins at Bills and then Commanders. That is not easy.
Nope.
The Giants could very well be like a 2-win team going into November. Yikes. But that's also kind of what we expected when it comes to the regression monster that is biting the Vikings and the Giants right now from last year's like incredible runs.
I'll go ahead and make a prediction. If they only have 2 wins going into November, I think the Giants will be the best 2-win team in the entire NFL going into November.
Ooh, I like that. The friskiest 2-win team.
They're not that bad.
I also think that we do need to. I know you're maybe more in on Brock. I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good quarterback, but I think that for the sake of like being able to talk about the 49ers, because it's boring to talk about a team that's dominating everyone, we need to keep alive is Brock Purdy good?
Yeah, I think
that for our own fodder.
Do we trust him in the playoffs?
Right.
We don't know.
We won't know till he gets to the playoffs.
Is he injury prone?
Right.
We don't know.
Right. Because that is really that's all Brock Purdy is at this point, because I think he's asserted himself as a bona fide NFL starter. He's a good quarterback. But then we get to just have the discussion, game on the line, Brock Purdy's got to go, 80 yards. Do we trust him?
And it's shocking if you watched a lot of college games where he was playing at Iowa State, where it's
Brocktober.
It's Brocktober, but outside of Brocktober,
yeah,
you watch a lot of big noon kickoff. He goes out there, doesn't play that well. It takes a while to unsee all the stuff that you've seen already.
Yeah,
so I feel like we've seen enough from Brock. I like Brock.
Yeah, but it goes back to what we talked about on Sunday, Hank. Like the Niners, at this point, if you're a Niners fan, you just want to play the playoffs right now because they're ready. They are ready. They're the first. I'm going to say right now, the Niners have clinched a playoff berth.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers. That's huge. Also, the Kansas City Chiefs have officially won the AFC West.
Congratulations to the Chiefs.
I was going to say both of those. We were the first to have it, so when it happens, please credit part of my take.
Congratulations to the New England Patriots on drafting Caleb Williams with the first overall pick.
Oh, wow. Hank, you're not going to... Oh, you're booing? Why are you booing? Because you want him?
I don't want Caleb Williams on the Patriots.
I want Caleb Williams on the Bears. Well, no, I'm backing on Justin Fields.
Memes, would you rather lose this game or beat the Patriots this game, and now they get Caleb Williams?
Oh, man.
Answer correctly. He's really taking his time.
Lose this game.
Oh.
Okay, so Memes is laying down,
okay,
raising the white flag.
Yeah, go pet his belly, Hank. It's over. Okay, let's get to the rest of the slate. We got a ton of preview to do. Let's kick it to ourselves. All right, it's time for our NFL weekend picks and preview segment brought to you by Uber Eats. We love Uber Eats, a part of my take. And when you're preparing for NFL Sunday, knowing you'll be watching all the action for 8 straight hours, not leaving your couch, you'll want to get delivery on Uber Eats, the place to get almost anything. Get groceries, alcohol, everyday essentials, in addition to the best local restaurants you love. You won't be able to get winning picks delivered from this show or Uber Eats. So, in other words, get almost anything with Uber Eats. Order now. Uber Eats, order now, delivered with Uber Eats, and we will. Oh, that's my timer.
Time for some Uber Eats?
No, well, yeah, time for some Uber Eats. Also, time to pay my parking. But they got everything: nachos, wings, pizza. You can't get a good PI call, but you can get almost anything at Uber Eats. So get grocery, alcohol, and everyday essentials in addition to the restaurant food you love. So in other words, get almost anything with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets and 21 plus to order. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details. Uber Eats, get almost anything. Order now. We will talk about what we're going to eat from Uber Eats this weekend, maybe for the night game. I got some ideas, so we'll do that in our preview. Boys, week 3, maybe not the best slate, but
No, they're all good dogs.
they're all good. But I have a bone to pick, and I think we need to start being more vocal about this. This is something we've talked about in the past. This is something we have stood on firmly. The 9 early games and 3 late games is an abomination.
It's tough.
It should be 7 and 5.
It's an abomination to the Lord. And looking at the late slate, it's not good.
It's an abomination
It's
to
an
the Lord.
abomination to the Lord.
Yes.
This schedule, whoever made this schedule, Roger Goodell, this is sacrilegious.
Well, they
because-
thought a couple teams, the Bears, would be good. But either way,
Well,
we need
also, no, this is the worst part, is that there's only one 305 game.
right.
So we're going to be watching
Well-
the Panthers and the Seahawks for 30 minutes.
305 shouldn't exist. It should be 7 games early, 5 games late, and all of them starting at the exact same time. You have the 12 o'clock Central Time or 1 o'clock, and then the 3:25 or 4:25 for the late games. Don't do the thing where we have to be like, oh shit, this game's about to start. We got to get our bets in. And don't do the thing where we have 3 games. It's basically like they give us an overdose of football to start the day. And then they're like, oh, you like that? You like that high you just had? Well, guess what? We're taking away your supply.
It's tapering
and we're cutting
off.
it. We're cutting it a third.
It's tapering off.
Giving you Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
But then
I'm pumped for
on
Andy
Monday, we've got the doubleheader, which is
doubleheader.
nice. I do wish that the games were a little bit more staggered on Mondays. I don't like that
Yes.
there's so much
Yeah.
overlap.
Yes, it's a doubleheader, but it's not a doubleheader.
It-
not a
it
doubleheader.
used to be
Doubleheader
the
that
East
starts
Coast,
in the
West
third
Coast.
inning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I like. When I remember that one year we had Mike Golick, Mike Greenberg, and Mike Ditka
Yeah.
on the broadcast.
The
It was
Mikes.
Mike and Mike and Mike.
And we had the Chris
they were all
Berman,
on
the
the
punt
mic.
is blocked.
Yeah.
The classic call. But yes, it is fix it, NFL. You do almost everything right. We don't complain about a lot because we love football.
That's not true.
We complain about some stuff, but we're not like Florio.
Right.
We don't complain like Florio.
I'm willing to admit that my life is better because football is in it.
Yes,
But that because we love it so very dearly, we want to have the most amount of football possible.
this is just such a simple fix that they could easily do that I'm just begging you, asking you, because I think next week's the same thing. Like there's no rhyme or reason for it. I'll go halfway. I'll go 8-4. 8-4 I can deal with.
The problem is
9-3 is a bullshit thing.
the problem is when you're watching like a loaded early slate of games, there's too many games on to pay attention to at once. And then in the afternoon, you've got all the games that you don't want to pay attention to on at the exact same time.
Right.
It's like wasted calories, empty calories in the 3 o'clock
Exactly.
window today.
All right, so let's get into the games. As we've been doing this year, we're going to talk about the early slate, what games are going to be on TV. We actually fixed it, though. We actually were able to watch every single game last Sunday because we got the YouTube multi-view, which is nice. But the main TVs, let's start with Bills Commanders.
Let's start
I
with
think
them.
that is probably the best. It's either that or the Falcons Lions.
So, I mean, also the Jets and Patriots for sicko reasons.
For
perverted reasons.
But
yeah.
that will be on there, but it's 0-2 versus 0-2. But Bills Commanders.
yeah.
No, 1-1.
What?
Oh, yeah, the Jets are 1-1. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
My
They beat
bad.
the Bills.
My bad. The Bills Commanders, going to be a great game. PFT.
Yep.
I have a stat for you that should make you maybe a little scared.
I'm already scared, but go ahead.
Josh Allen has 57 wins in his career. How many of those 57 wins are by 7 or more points?
A lot of them. I'm going to say 24.
30.
43 of the
yeah.
57 are by 7 or more points. So the point spread is right around there. It's 6.5. But I think the Commanders are ready for this game.
Well, so I'm teetering on the edge of delusion when it comes to I'm always teetering on the edge of delusion just in life. But when it comes to the Commanders, I'm feeling like if we win this game, I'm thinking NFC Championship game.
I said-
I'm thinking that like the Commanders are for real, if they win this game. If they lose, I can just be like, okay, we just need to steal one from Philly, and I'm happy at 3. I'd be very happy at 3-1.
I told you, if the Commanders are 3-1, they're for real.
I think they're for real if they win this game. If they win this game, I'm almost thinking Soupy Big Cat. That's how delusional I'm getting.
Why not? Let's get it.
Why not us? Sam Howell looked awesome. He was a great guest on Part of My Take, and I feel like actually I saw a very funny thing. The Bills, the last 3 times the Bills have played the whatever you're going to call the Washington team, they've had 3 different names.
Ooh.
And then they're not going to play again probably for a couple years.
So
where
it'll
be
name.
4 different names
That'll
in
be
4
great.
years. The Bills are very, very good. I'm willing to acknowledge the fact that this is going to be a tough matchup for a defense. If anything, maybe the D-line can get after that Bills offensive line, but Josh Allen is Josh Allen, and he's good. He's still good.
He's still good. I have a good stat for you, though.
Hit me.
Last 5 years, teams after playing in Denver are 24-10 against the spread.
Because our bodies are just soaked in oxygen.
You feel awesome.
Saturated with oxygen.
Coming out of the
entire
Mile
time.
High. And by the way, we don't have Jake here because he's in Atlanta for the MLP, Major League Pickleball. We have his Nerd Nuggets, though.
Yeah.
He sent them to us. Max is going to read them for
Okay,
us.
we'll kick
Can we
it to
do a
Max.
Jake voice at least,
Yeah,
Max?
I would like to hear that. But first, Max, before you say that, I want to correct the error that we had last week, and we've seen it all over the media. I can't believe I actually blame myself for not speaking up at the time. I'd forgot about this. You know the stat about Pittsburgh not losing a home Monday night game
Yeah.
since 1991? How quickly we forget the year 2020 when COVID switched everything around. The Washington football team
That was
beat.
a Wednesday night game, right?
It was a Monday night game. I think it was played on Monday night, but it was originally supposed to be like a Thursday night game.
Thought it was played on like a Tuesday.
Well, it was.
You
I'm
also
trying
were
to
wrong
remember which
about
one it
Double
was.
Renegade. People were correcting a lot.
I saw that.
A lot of people were tweeting. Well, a lot of people are passionate about Double Renegade.
I saw that.
I do
I
appreciate
heard-
the AWLs because, like,
I heard Double Renegade.
Waking up on Wednesday morning and having all these people be like, "You got to get your boy PFT in check." There was no Double Renegade.
I heard 2 Renegades.
All right,
But the 2020 game between the Commanders or the football team and the Steelers, either it was played on Monday night, but it was supposed to be like Thursday night football, or it was a Monday night football game that got moved to Wednesday.
it was not. I know it was not played on a Monday night. I feel like I feel confident in saying that. December 7th, 2020. Let's look at a calendar real quick. December 7th. Oh, maybe it was played on a Monday
Pearl
night.
Harbor Day?
So so it wasn't a Monday night game, but it was moved to a Monday night game?
Yeah.
Got it.
So we did. It was like a Thursday night football game that was rescheduled to a Monday
Rescheduled.
night. So we did beat
That
them.
doesn't really, the COVID year doesn't count for anything.
I think this one should count.
That was the Steelers, 11-0.
Yeah. The worst 11-0 team of all time.
Yeah, that was tough. It's always tough. It was kind of like the Vikings last year when a team has a record and everyone's like, well, their record is really good. And it's like, but we know.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
I'm going to have all my boys being like, yo, you got to correct your boy Big Cat that was actually played on Monday night.
That was played on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Double Renegade hurt you.
I heard 2 Renegades.
How?
I heard 2 Renegades. There was one coming out of one commercial break, one coming out of another commercial break.
Was it piped in?
It might have been piped in on the broadcast.
Yeah. They take Double Renegade very seriously in Pittsburgh.
I can tell.
As they should.
I can tell.
As they should.
Well, the fact stands that it was immediately after the Renegade was played that
We don't
J.J.
even-
Watt.
how
got
can
the
we know
scoop
if there
and
was
score.
even one
Shut
Renegade?
the fuck up. Sir, a second Renegade has hit Pittsburgh.
all right, Max, Nerd Nugget.
All right. I don't really know how to do a Jake voice. I
got
will.
it.
I will try and
All right.
go.
Come on, you
Okay,
got this.
got it. Bills star wide receiver Stephon Diggs is from just outside the D.C. area and has played on the road against the Commanders twice during his NFL career. In 2 games at Washington, Diggs has totaled 17 catches for 242 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wow.
You got it towards the end.
That's a great nerd nugget, Max.
I actually
Sound
like
like a radio DJ.
Went to school in Maryland, yeah.
I actually think not only the Maryland connection, but the fact that Jack Del Rio likes to play man coverage. I think Stephon Diggs is going to eat on Sunday.
We'll see. Forbes is going to have his hands full.
Yeah, he's going to eat. I'm gonna bet some props. All right, next game, Falcons at Lions. This is going to be fun to see what the Falcons are and what the Lions are, actually. Jan Campbell did say that was they needed that loss for reality to come back down to reality.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a ton of injuries. CJ Gardner-Johnson's out. He played the entire second half with a torn pec. Is that right, Max?
I mean, yeah, that's what I saw on Twitter.
Okay, so that's
Football
right.
guy.
That's as much sourcing as we're going to do. So the Lions trying to find out, like, are they like this is a game they should win if they have hopes of being one of those top teams in the NFC. I kind of like the Lions in this game, but I saw that clip of Bijan Robinson that looked like an actual video game.
Yeah.
And he might be my favorite player right now in the NFL.
He's got the most balance. That run doesn't happen if the defense isn't focused on Kyle Pitts being the most effective decoy of all time.
Yes.
Arthur Smith versus Dan Campbell. I think the biggest matchup of coaches, like physically, if we're taking their weights, dividing them by 2. Arthur looks good.
Andy
as we
Reid?
discussed. Huh?
Well,
Andy Reid,
Andy-
Eberflus.
Yeah, well, no, Andy Reid. But if Andy Reid, oh, you mean just this
I'm
weekend?
talking about this weekend.
Just
yeah.
this weekend. Got it.
Yeah, 2 big boys.
Yeah.
Going at each other. Mustache football.
Belichick and Salah.
No, Belichick's skinny. He's on that Ozempic. He's got that shot going. But I really like what Arthur Smith is doing with the Falcons. I like it a lot. He's playing just like pound you in the mouth football, smash mouth football. RIP to our good friend. But I think I like the Falcons in this game. I think that they're a very sneaky team because they don't have like a splash. They don't have Desmond Ridder. He's not being looked at as being like a top 10 quarterback, top 15 quarterback yet. He's probably not. But they just get the job done. I don't know how they do it. The Falcons just get the job done.
I feel like this is the perfect game for the Lions, though, with the injuries they have, especially in the secondary. Their defense does not look like it's that much improved.
They've only got one. They've got one dude playing defense.
Yeah.
Hutchinson, and then nobody else.
Yeah. Well, and what's his name? Malcolm
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. But Desmond Ridder doesn't scare me in the slightest.
No, that's what I'm saying. But the fact that he doesn't scare teams, I feel like I don't know. They just look like a good football team.
Yeah,
they look
I would
like a
to
good
see-
all-around team.
I feel like the Falcons are going to be a solid team all year, but there will be moments where Desmond Ridder has to do something. And it's like, can he?
Yeah, and also the Lions have, I think Taylor Decker might be hurt. I think
No, they got a shitload of injuries.
Amon-Ra St. Brown he didn't
Vitae.
practice this week.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
He'll play.
I feel like they'll all play.
they'll all play.
But I just feel like the people are sleeping on the Falcons. I like the Falcons.
All right, Max, Nerd Nugget.
The Falcons have been flawless in the fourth quarter this season, outscoring opponents 27-0 in the final 15 minutes in their first 2 games.
Wow. Good
This is
one.
the best fourth quarter
Oh.
scoring margin in the NFL.
Nice.
There's a lot
Pretty
of detail.
good.
There's a lot of detail in these.
Yeah.
Through 2 games. What is it?
That is yes, through 2 games, that is the best fourth quarter scoring margin in the NFL.
What is the margin again?
27-0.
Okay. It was the Packers game that they were down 12.
Yeah, I think the defense is mid in Atlanta. I don't think that they're a great defense, but I think they get there's something about the Falcons. They just get the job done. They're not sexy.
We didn't talk on Sunday because it's all a blur, but the fact that Jared Goff was so good at a fake, he handed the ball off and he pretended that he still had the ball and got hit like 5 seconds after the play. Elite.
Yeah, I like that.
Elite.
I like that.
I don't like him getting hit for no reason.
But something about the guy, like when you do a handoff, I like it when they do the stick the ball behind their leg so they hide it.
Yeah.
And then that sets up the fake stick the ball behind your leg again.
Yep.
And then
That's
you
a
get
Rodgers
smashed.
trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, next up on the TVs, Broncos Dolphins. Will the Broncos maybe win a game? Probably not.
No. I don't think so.
Tua, this podcast is Tua non-sponsored. Tua is now the betting favorite to win MVP.
I think that's throwing your money away.
He's pretty good. He's been pretty good this year. I am
It's 2 games.
I'm hoping, well, I'm just stating facts.
Yeah.
He's now the betting favorite to win MVP.
Yep.
And I would like to see maybe Vic Fangio revenge game.
Yeah.
Vic Fangio revenge game. Russell Wilson. I got to figure out a way to bet this because the Broncos through 2 games, and maybe this isn't how it's going to go, but their scripted plays, Russell Wilson in the first quarter has looked great, and then it just all falls apart.
Yeah,
It just goes back down to check down.
It's the first and the second quarter is pretty good last week too. But the second half, they don't make any adjustments. I don't know what's going on. You know what? I might flip on this if Russ wears a wristband this weekend.
Ooh.
If it's a wristband game, then it's going to be all scripted.
I
as
like
far
that.
as I'm concerned.
Also, we get the Miami Heat. Always a story early in the season.
Yeah, I want to see the giant thermometers out there.
I want to see Russ puke.
how-
I want to see Russ puke.
How long do you think it lasts for because the Dolphins run the old school Denver-based rushing attack because they got Mike McDaniel, took it from Kyle. Kyle took it from his dad. His dad coached in Denver. Something about just Denver running backs, though, I still always think are going to be nasty.
Yeah.
Because of the lingering effects. Are there any lingering effects of the old school Denver running attack that still live in Denver, Colorado? I don't.
Mike Brown, Orlando Scary.
Yep, all those guys.
Yeah.
Mike Anderson.
Mike Anderson.
What
was I thinking of? I don't know who I was thinking of. Orlando Scary, though, I remember as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a stretch where it was like, oh, it doesn't matter who's back there. Well, actually, it did kind of matter because they won 2 Super Bowls with Terrell Davis.
Yeah, that's true.
So we
was
kind
a
of
beast.
tricked ourselves to be like, it doesn't matter who's back there.
Yeah, it really does. But then with Sean Payton and Mike McDaniel, I feel like I want to hear Sean Payton's like truth serum thoughts on every single coach in the NFL because he's got takes.
Yes.
We've heard some of his takes. I want to hear what Sean Payton says behind closed doors about Mike McDaniel because I'm pretty sure he hates him.
Yeah, probably rinky-dink football.
Yeah, candy ass. Yeah.
By the way, the
Pothead.
the Broncos defense has been bad. And
Yeah.
I don't know they were basically the last few years. That was the thing that was keeping them in games, keeping them somewhat competitive. It's been bad. I feel like the Dolphins might eat.
Yeah, and they're also hurt on defense too.
Yeah. Okay. Nerd Nugget.
The Dolphins are 8-1 at home all time versus Denver.
Yeah, come on, Max.
The Broncos' lone win in Miami was
Jake voice.
You had it.
Here. I'll let me do it for you. Okay. Let me pull it up. I got to find it. We are on Broncos Dolphins. Okay. Wait. You also got to make sure that to be true, Jake, you got to like fuck up one thing and then just get really upset at yourself. Okay. Broncos Dolphins. The Dolphins are 8-1 all time home. I can't do it. No, you do it, Jake.
it's hard.
You do it. There it is, right there. The Dolphins. You got this.
Broncos at Dolphins. The Dolphins are 81 all time versus Denver. The Broncos' lone win in Miami was October 23rd, 2011, which was an epic comeback win led by Tim Tebow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Florida.
Interesting.
That was good. That was
It
good.
is.
That was good.
It is
Hank,
the.
I need to be the guy.
I'm going to send it to Hank. I'm going to forward it to Hank right now. He's going to have to be the guy going forward.
It's definitely the matchup of the like biggest difference in elevation in the NFL, right? Denver to Miami. Because
Yeah,
Miami is
probably.
probably New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Below sea
No, it's
level.
below sea
Anyways, the
level.
point stands that Russ Wilson's probably going to puke.
Yes. I would like to see him puke because then we can make some fat jokes. It'll be a good time. I just forwarded it to you, Hank. All right, next up, Jets Patriots. This will be on TV. Memes versus Hank. Hank, first question is for you.
Yep.
Are you nervous about the first game away from the lighthouse?
No, I think it's good. It's good to get away from the lighthouse. It makes it that much better when you see it on the way back. You know, as any sailor knows, you can't appreciate a lighthouse if you don't go out to sea.
Yeah, there's no such thing as light without the dark, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Wait,
So, by out to sea, it's interesting that you brought up the lighthouse, Hank, because
he always does.
you always do. You love talking about that fucking thing, the big glorified glow in the dark butt plug that you've got. I did actually hear back from the Coast Guard regarding your last question.
Hank, did you do any research?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Find it.
All right. Well, let's do some
All right,
lighthouse
well,
talk.
If you remember on Wednesday's part of my take, Hank was incessantly speaking of this lighthouse and said that, they probably don't have the current stats and the current roster when it comes to lighthouse facts that I gave, which was that Cape Hatteras Lighthouse was in fact the tallest in the United States. I heard back from Coast Guard because you asked me to ask, Hank. And Commander Kroll says, thank you for reaching back out for clarification and for sharing the lighthouse information with your listeners. The Coast Guard has a long and proud history of managing our nation's waterways, so I hope your listeners enjoyed learning about this mission. To answer your question, yes, the fact sheet I sent is current. By definition, federal aids to navigation are any marine aids installed and maintained by the U.S. Coast Guard. Aids to navigation include lighted and unlighted buoys, lighted and unlighted fixed structures such as day beacons, ranges, and lighthouses. For a lighthouse to be considered a federal aid to navigation, it must be clearly visible from a federal waterway as a reference point or to mark a hazard to navigation.
Pause. Hank is thinking. When you said close to a waterway,
A federal waterway.
Hank's brain started to go into map mode. And I don't think Hank's map in his brain is very good.
It's not up to date.
I'm thinking Rhode Island. There's
Hank has like 4 things in his map brain.
You know, Rhode Island's not an actual island.
Rhode Island. It's not that far off away from the water.
Hank, could you draw us a map of America from memory?
I could draw the outline.
Okay.
So, Hank, in other words, it's not a lighthouse if it's not visible from a federal body of water.
And that's to be determined whether it is or not yet.
No, I'm pretty sure the Coast Guard looked into that.
Mm-hmm. And what was your research, Hank?
I was watching some videos trying to find some proof to prove PFT wrong.
Okay.
And I stumbled upon one of the greatest YouTube videos of all time, probably one of the most viewed videos ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Lighthouses rule. You don't like the lighthouse, you suck.
Yeah, drinking out of cups. It's a great video. Hank,
that was your research?
I would actually submit that I love lighthouses so much that I want to protect them against imposters.
Correct.
You, on the other hand, must hate lighthouse. You think everything's a lighthouse.
PFT is like the people go around looking for stolen valor, but for lighthouses.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the Patriots aren't. You're not really being a true patriot if you can't acknowledge that the United States
I am
military,
being a true patriot. I gotta get on a boat. I gotta get on a boat and go up and down the sea line because I think there's some views. I think you can get it. There's a clear line of sight.
No, there's not, Hank. You're wrong. It's a fucked up, stupid lighthouse. They call it a non-traditional lighthouse.
Non-traditional lighthouse.
AKA not a lighthouse.
Not a lighthouse.
It
identifies as a lighthouse, but we don't accept that identification.
No, I don't. I don't at all.
Hank?
I still the jury's out on whether or not you can see it from the water. I still think there's a chance.
You think that this lighthouse should be able to compete against
hold on.
traditional lighthouses?
This is a to be continued. Hank's going to do some more research.
Hey, he's out of facts. There's no
we'll
more facts.
update everyone on Monday.
I fucking hate that thing.
Hank will have to do some
You're
more
just scared of
fact
heights.
searching.
PFT, we were driving by an airfield. He just goes F-35, F-16. That's a 22 bomber. Like
I didn't say.
Wrong.
I said F-16, F-5, F-14B.
Wrong.
And I was right about all three.
You can't identify planes. You can't identify lighthouses.
Well, no,
you might be just structure blind.
I'll get into a plane off with you any day of the week, Hank.
I fucking love it. All right, to be continued.
Okay, but as far as the football field goes,
the Jets have not beaten the Patriots since 2015. 14 consecutive losses.
that's a long time.
That's a long ass time.
Do you think the Patriots can play spoiler?
Yeah.
You do.
They're ahead of you guys.
Yeah, they are.
You actually, I think,
And everyone going into this game, I don't know what the preseason line was for this game, but the Pats couldn't have been favored.
I really do think that whoever.
Oh, yeah, with Rodgers? No, you're right.
Whoever loses this game, it's like it's a franchise destroyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a franchise destroying game.
Yeah.
I mean, was it last year, the punt return? One of the greatest games of all time, absolute barn burner. I'm expecting another one of those this year. Was that last year? Yeah.
This is going to be the same exact game.
Yeah. There's 3-3.
You got to be pretty nervous for this game, huh, Memes?
I'm pretty pumped. I think it's a win-win.
Oh, you're pumped?
I think it's a win-win either way.
How?
One, positive side.
You win.
They're both positive.
Oh.
Win, and the Patriots are dead. It's the first time the Patriots will start off 0-3 since 2000. Bill Belichick's first season as Patriots head coach.
Okay.
And then...
That's counting actually winning.
When was the
Actually
last time
winning.
they started 0-2? 2001. What happened that year?
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's
But this would be
saying it might
0-3.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good context if he's going
And
to go
if
into
Zach-
historical.
But did you guys win the Super Bowl in 2000?
No, we didn't.
So if you
we
lose
were
this game,
0-3.
you'll be 0-3.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very fair.
I think
Yeah.
it's the franchise.
Okay, and then Memes other win.
Other win, Zach Wilson has a humiliating game, and then you get a new quarterback next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Zach Wilson, do you know I have a good stat for you? I have a good stat for you. We're watching some of the Niners Giants game. I have a good stat for you, Memes. Do you know Zach Wilson, out of the 34 quarterbacks that have had 300 plus plays since the start of last season, he's actually not the worst?
I did not know that.
He's the second to worst. Who do you think the worst is?
300 plus plays.
Since the start of last season, who's the worst quarterback statistically?
The way you're asking makes me think it's going to be shocking.
Mac Jones.
No.
That'd been cool.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
That
been bad.
is
He's been-
shocking.
So Zach Wilson better than Deshaun Watson.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to bump you up, bro.
Let's go.
Okay. Hank, are you going to be betting on the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay, give us our nerd nugget.
You said it already.
Which one? 2015?
The Patriots have beaten the Jets 14 straight times, and a win this week will match the team mark for most consecutive wins over an opponent. Parentheses, New England beat Buffalo 15 straight times from 2003 to 2010.
That's so awesome.
Suck it, Bills Mafia.
That's so awesome.
And memes.
That-
You geek.
That the Patriots have two of the longest winning streaks of all time
that
against
ad-libbed?
both divisional opponents.
Yeah, I mean, they owned the division.
You're somehow making me
19
miss
years.
Jake.
You don't like the voice?
Nah, I miss Jake. I miss the real deal. I miss it.
I think
What?
the first one was good. And then you start
that
feeling
last
yourself a
part was
little bit too
ad-libbed.
much, Hank.
No, that was in
You
there.
you think the geek was ad-libbed?
That was the double parentheses.
Okay, next game. Chargers, Vikings. Loser leaves town.
Yeah, for sure.
So a couple things going on with the Chargers right now. Brandon Staley firmly on the hot seat. Also, I'm getting flashbacks to the Matt Nagy 2018 double doink and then the next season carryover because people are asking Brandon Staley about the Jacksonville loss in the playoffs. And so he's having to address that.
As
And
he should.
He keeps saying that the Jacksonville loss hasn't carried on to this season whatsoever. If you've seen our training camp, if you've seen the way we played the first two games, hasn't had any impact on our team whatsoever. I actually would disagree because we have seen the first two games. I'm going to say it's a carryover.
He's in his own head, whatever it is. Like, I don't know if it's actually the last playoff game because he started doing that a little bit last year. You remember, like, he started to get away from the super aggressive Brandon Staley, let's go for it on every fourth down, which would just drive people insane. And he started kind of fading away with that when his defense was really good.
Yes.
Or he thought his defense was really good. Now his defense is not good at all. I think they're probably, the worst defense in the NFL?
And he's a defensive head
statistically.
coach.
And he's a defensive head coach. So he's all fucked up in his own head right now. I don't think he knows what's a carryover and what is just like a carryover from last week or a carryover from yesterday or a carryover from 5 seconds ago when he's confused about what to do on the field. I think he's just fucked up and in his own head.
Brandon Staley, maybe you're just a defensive coordinator.
And
That's not
fine.
the worst
That's
thing.
fine. That's fine.
There's a lot of guys out there. Vic Fangio.
Yeah, Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, there's a ton of guys. Vance Joseph.
Yeah.
There's a ton of guys.
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores.
On the Vikings.
Yeah, there's
the
a
Vikings
bunch.
defense is also not very
Also
good.
very bad.
So this screams also just the color scheme of these two teams playing each other. It screams over. This is a good over matchup.
Well, it screams, I'm going to take the over, and then there will be like no less than 3 or 4 red zone turnovers.
Yeah.
Where you're like, how is this game not over? But it's going to be, I have this game on the TVs. It's going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
Also, the Vikings signed Cam Akers, which little throwback Cam Akers, the Twitter exchange that always makes me laugh when Cam Akers in 2021 said, I want a girlfriend, man. And then Captain Cush replied, I'm pushing 30, never had one. Chase that money and dream, man. A girl will come along eventually. And he replied, with all due respect, I'm not trying to be like you, bro.
yeah.
Just totally dunked on a guy who was actually like being nice and genuine to him.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the guy was. What was the Twitter avatar of the guy that replied?
It was Captain Cush.
Was it an ape? That sounds like an ape.
No, he was just a guy with a sailor hat on.
Not a bored ape?
Yeah,
Okay.
Captain Cush. 0003. But yeah, Cam Akers probably not going to change anything. I did see the funny joke that it was like Cam Akers got signed to the Vikings so that Alexander Madison's not the worst running back on the team anymore.
Yeah, it feels like maybe the Vikings should have kept Dalvin Cook around.
Maybe.
I don't know. Instead of going with the guy that they think is Dalvin Cook in some of their press photos, they could have just stuck with the real guy.
That's got to be such a bummer if you're a backup running back who gets all this pub and like, give him more carries. Because you get such a little amount of carries, everyone is like, look at his flash, look at his legs. And then you get the starting job. It's like, oh, fuck, this is why I was a backup.
Yeah, it happens that he was getting in on downs when Dalvin was very, very tired and the defense was tired.
Because Dalvin
ran through him.
Yeah.
And so now that he gets in with a fresh defense, it's like, wait, can we take back? Can we do takey backy?
Yeah.
I think Kevin O'Connell and Brandon Staley look a lot alike too. I feel like they're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Might be related.
A little bit.
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah. Also, reminder, because we have to remind everyone, the new nightmare, Kirk Cousins, 48, 38, and 2 against the spread at the noon slot, and then 21 and 34 against the spread 3 p.m. or later.
Yeah, I like Kirk in this
New
one.
nightmare.
I like Kirk. I also don't think that's I know it's easy to just like point at the quarterback. Justin Herbert's been pretty good this year, though. He's been okay.
Yeah.
He's not the problem. The problem is
he's
the
been
defense.
good. He's not great in the second half, though.
Yeah.
His team's like it feels like Justin Herbert is a great quarterback who, when you need to ice a game away or get first downs or get somebody, like even last week against the Titans, they get the ball in overtime 3 and out. Like, and I know they're trying to push the ball downfield more, which they should because he has an insane arm. But yeah, I feel like Justin Herbert has to. It's a lot to put on him, but I think that the way they paid him and the way he's talked about, he does have to have a couple hero ball games where it's like we won solely because of Justin Herbert.
Yeah. The good news for the Chargers, though, Austin Eckler's probably
There's a lot
back
of those
this weekend.
quarterbacks out there.
There's not a lot, but he's getting paid like one. That's my point. It's like it's unfair to put that on him.
Like Daniel Jones is not.
No,
that guy.
he's not. No, he's not that guy. But there are certain guys where it's like you get talked about in a certain, rarefied air that, yes, you are expected a couple games a year to have a game where it's like you were so fucking good that there was nothing the other team could do. So that's kind of what I'm looking for from Justin Herbert.
This could be it. Austin Eckler being back is a big difference, too.
Yes.
Huge difference. I feel like he's the one running back that isn't talked about the way that he should be, given how good he is.
Yes.
Like, he's really good, but I think people see a Chargers running back and they're like, well, they've always had a good running back, so should we really be giving this guy all the credit?
No,
I think Austin Eckler is good enough to give him all the credit.
Very good. Nerd Nugget.
Kirk Cousins has thrown 25 passes to wide receivers Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
This is a different voice.
The 4th most touchdown passes by a QB wide receiver duo in franchise history. The tandem is just 1 score shy of tying quarterback Warren Moon and Chris Carter for 3rd place all time.
Ooh.
Okay.
That really isn't that interesting of a nerd
The
nugget.
4th most. They're close to being.
We're on 4th most
yeah,
watch?
4th most. That's not good.
Okay. 4th
And we're
most
talking
watch.
franchise history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th most watch. Who could forget? 4th most. Would you think they'll stop the game?
So
I mean, what
he
is the
throws
other
a
one? It's
touchdown.
obviously Randy Moss and Culpepper.
Yeah. And then probably
Maybe Culpepper and Chris
Carter. Or Gus Frerotte, Chris Carter. Probably Randy Moss and whoever came in
we
week
kind of need more
17.
context here. Not to nitpick the nerd nuggets. Okay. Next game on TV. Saints-Packers.
Yes.
Good game. Find out who's for real. I don't think the Saints are. I actually don't think either team is that good.
No, I don't think the Packers are very good either.
Yeah.
I think they played a weak opponent in week 1. I don't know
did.
who that was. But I don't think either team is good. I agree with you on this because like we saw Monday night, Derek Carr looked very humid. The team looked they looked kind of slow compared to Saints offenses that I've seen in the past. As you said, like Taysom Hill, probably the best quarterback in that game. We're probably going to get a heavy diet of Taysom Hill again. I think I like the Saints, but I don't love either team.
Yeah, I think the Saints, if they the one speed guy, I mean Olave is pretty fast. Did you see Mad Dog pronounce his name as Olive?
Mm-hmm.
He's like Olive had a touchdown, but Rashid Shaheed needs more play. That guy's electric.
Yeah,
and
he's
it's a
good.
great name to say.
He's good. Again, play Jameis. All
Jameis.
the complaints go away once you play
Yep.
Jameis Winston.
We become a Saints podcast the minute you put Jameis Winston.
Jameis 101 had a great graphic that he's been tweeting out recently. Have you seen it? It's the side-by-side comparison of Jameis Winston to Derek Carr, and then it lists probably 15 different stats on there, and all but 2 favor Jameis Winston. Some of them, there's like 4 that have asterisks on them, so you have to zoom in and read what the fine print is. The fine print is actually, if you counted games where Jameis Winston came in mop-up duty in the 4th quarter and just like took knees every time or didn't throw the ball, he would be this much better than these current stats are. So the asterisks were actually, the stats should be better than they are, but I kept them as the bad stats, and he's still better than Derek
It's
Carr.
unfortunate, too, because a couple years ago, all the stats were Jameis Winston versus Dan Marino because it was all like before the age of 26.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston, unfortunately, time is undefeated. He's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going Derek Carr versus Jameis Winston. Feels like it's slipping.
Well, the good news is that if Jameis never starts another game, we still have the ability to look back and say, if he had started this many games,
Yes.
here's what his stats project to.
Greatest quarterback
The greatest
of all time.
quarterback to ever
Yes,
live.
Yes. Nerd Nuggets, Saints-Packers.
The Packers have won. I can't do this.
Yeah, just do regular voice.
Packers have won 10 consecutive home openers, longest current streak in the NFL. Since 2019, the Packers also have the best record in the NFL at home, 27-6.
That is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it's an Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
stat.
It's an Aaron Rodgers stat. Okay. Before we do the next games, and then we'll get to the late games, quick word from our friends at Muggsy Jeans. Muggsy makes the most comfortable jeans in the world. That's a fact. I love Muggsy Jeans. They've actually been a sponsor for a very long time with Barstool Sports. They are stretchy. They are comfortable. They look stylish. That's the best part. Muggsy Jeans, if you're someone like me who maybe is not a very stylish guy and you're like, I don't want the baggy jeans, I can't wear skinny jeans, Muggsy Jeans is the perfect jean for you. Never in human history have legs been so spoiled by pure softness and comfort while looking so damn good. The guys at Muggsy have one mission in life: give every guy the confidence to walk blindly into their closet, reach out, and know whatever they pick will have them looking good and feeling even better. You will literally never have to shop anywhere else ever again. Head to Muggsy.com. Get 10% off now using code TAKE. That's 10% off some of the most premium jeans, chinos, swimwear, and shorts on the internet. Muggsy also offers free shipping and returns, so there's absolutely no risk giving them a try. If you're in Chicago, Boston, DC, or Austin, Texas, make sure to head downtown and check out their storefront as well. Easy vibes every time. Enjoy a beer while you shop. Muggsy Jeans. I love Muggsy Jeans. I actually got to go get some new Muggsy Jeans. I'm gonna re-up my Muggsy Jeans.
I'm wearing mine right now. Super
Yeah.
comfortable.
The best. Okay. Continuing with the slate, Titans at Browns. Mike Florio wrote an article how Deshaun Watson should have been ejected from the game on Monday night.
Why?
He made contact with an official.
Well, what was the official wearing? Did the official present themselves as somebody
provocation?
that wanted to be touched?
Yeah. The failure to eject Deshaun Watson ultimately traces to money, said Mike Florio.
Okay, I
People wanted
disagree.
to keep watching.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Okay, all right.
The squadoosh.
Let's follow
The
the money.
guacamole.
I don't know. Florio is looking at his contract and saying follow the money, but I don't know if he's thinking about like what fans would want to see necessarily.
I feel bad because I love Mike Florio. He is a dear friend. But this is just a sign that we need an NFL controversy, because if this is what we're writing about, that Deshaun Watson bumping an official, he should have been ejected.
The NFL wants very badly for Deshaun Watson to be on screen at all time, representing the NFL.
Correct.
Yes, that's what Florio's saying.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So we got to get something going on. We got to get something going on for Florio. This is a sad state if he's writing like 2 days after the fact that Deshaun Watson should have been ejected.
You know, Florio's at his best when there's like a looming labor strike or like a lockout.
Yeah.
And he gets to dive into employment law and read contracts and shit.
Yeah.
When it comes to the actual like contact on a football field, that's when the takes really start to fly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we got to get something good for him. Mike Vrabel is an underdog. That's all I'm thinking about this game.
Yeah, I like him.
And no Nick Chubb it's brutal. It feels like this might be, if the Titans go into Cleveland and win this game, it might be it for the Titans.
Well, Kareem Hunt's back.
Is he officially?
I think so. Did he sign?
Huh.
Yeah, they're getting back into the Hunt business. So
Brown's really putting all moral standing aside.
getting them all back there. Yeah.
For Kareem Hunt.
So I feel like I agree with you. I like the Titans in this position a lot. I feel like the Titans and the Falcons feel very similar to me. They'll make your life very, very tough when you play against them. They're probably not going to do anything that flashy, but they'll beat the shit out of you for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Cleveland has that toughness right now.
They get you in a street fight. Nerd Nugget. You got this.
Derek Henry needs one more rushing touchdown to reach 8 for his career to become the 7th NFL player in the Super Bowl era to reach 8,000 rushing yards and 80 touchdowns within his first 8 seasons. Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Sean Alexander, Dayton Thomas, Adrian Peterson.
If you're listening
Wait,
to this
who
on
was
like
that?
1.5 speed, I feel very
Who
bad
was
for you.
that? Who was the first? Derrick Henry. Got it. Yeah, Derrick Henry.
Needs one more rushing
Okay.
touchdown to reach 80 for his career.
When does Tractor Cito season start? I feel
Not
like
until it gets a little colder.
yeah, late October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you slow that down, though, that was perfect.
That was, except you mumbled Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I didn't
had a
know.
little
I didn't know
trouble-
who you
I had
said
a little
either.
trouble hearing that part. Texans at Jaguars. Not a TV game.
Not a TV game
Although
at all.
we are on a record watch. We're on a record watch officially. Stroud boys stand up.
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud is 12 pass attempts away from breaking a record for most pass attempts by a rookie quarterback without throwing an interception.
There we go. That's
He's
a good
got
stat.
91 pass attempts. I like that it's pass attempts, not completions. 91 pass attempts, most by a QB in his first 2 starts without an interception. So he already has that record. The record through 3 games is Warren Moon with 103.
That's pretty good. Let's go, CJ. Yeah, I feel like we could maybe break that record if we were put out there long enough.
Yeah.
Where we would just get hit and sacked and throw the ball like out of bounds directly. Get a lot of intentional groundings.
Yes. Also, Trevor Lawrence is 1-3 against the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans I think they have the Jaguars number, right?
A little bit.
That's a division that's filled with weird stats and teams that you wouldn't expect to always beat up on each other. But I
Right.
feel like no matter how bad the Texans are, the Jaguars always play down to their level.
Yes. So, not the most exciting game. I would like to see the Jaguars maybe look like a competent offense for 4 quarters
Yeah, put it together.
because Trevor Lawrence is phenomenal, but it doesn't feel consistent.
No.
And we saw that against the Kansas City Chiefs.
What's the
not
nerd
exactly.
nugget?
Yeah, nerd nugget.
Speed?
No,
I'm out.
you're not built for speed.
No. Although I am fast.
Why don't we just focus on being able to read?
Well, the speed helps that with his Adderall.
Yeah, well, also, if he reads fast, he can make mistakes, and we can't figure out what the mistakes are.
True.
The Texans have beaten the
No, just talk. Max, you just do them again. Just do your regular voice.
Texans have beaten the Jaguars
No,
in
just do it,
Jacksonville
Max.
5 straight times. The last time the Jags beat the Texans at home was 2017 when quarterback Blake Arthur Bortles had a flawless game. 21
His
for
middle
29,
name is Arthur?
You
326
might have
and
made that
3
up.
touchdowns.
What a great middle name for Blake. Blake Arthur Bortles. Oh, Bab. I love Babs.
Oh no, that's right. His middle name's Blake. It's Robbie. Robbie. Bortles.
Robbie. Okay. Colts Ravens to finish out the first slate. I feel like the Colts might be a little live in this
Oh,
game.
Minshew. We're going to get a Minshew game, and so Minshew, he's good. He's good for one of those surprisey games, especially considering how injured the Ravens are. So I feel like the Colts are a live wire. They're a live wire.
Yeah. I have this circled as my live wire game as well.
Yeah, live
Although
wire game of the week.
I do like the Ravens. I think they are for what we thought was going to be an incredible AFC. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers getting hurt, Joe Burrow being injured and not playing well. The Ravens are the one team that's looked good through 2 weeks. The Chiefs lost week 1. Like the Ravens and Dolphins are the 2 AFC teams. They can be like, ooh, they've looked pretty good out of the gate.
Yeah, there are a couple games over the course of any given week where I feel so confident in one team that I spook myself out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So for this one, it was the Ravens for me. And when I'm ever too confident about something, I'm like, well, I'm dumb, so I must be wrong. So that's why I'm thinking that the Colts are a good team this week.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite, where I think the Colts are such a live wire and they're going to cover this game with ease. I will most likely have to bet the Ravens.
Okay, so we're fading ourselves into against each other.
We are just a verbal meme. It's just PFT and Big Cat in a living room, both dogs chasing their tails.
Well, what's great about this situation that we have is me and Big Cat will both be right about this game.
Yeah.
It's just about which way we're right about it.
Yeah. It's actually like when 2 dogs are sitting on a couch together and like one dog tries to clean their leg and is actually biting the other dog's leg and the other dog's like, what the fuck?
That's not your leg.
Yeah, right. That's what we're doing right now.
More like a human centipede, maybe, because we could both find a way to fuck this up. But
yes.
I don't know. I fade myself so hard on this. I'm thinking the Colts, and also like Minshew. You might get a spark from Minshew.
Yeah, you might get a spark. All right, late slate. Wait, did you give us your nerd nugget? No, Max, go back to it. I want to hear Max. I want to hear Max's beautiful voice.
I actually had the radio voice going for a second.
Yeah, he was good.
Up. Hank, you go. Wait. Hank, you go.
Why?
Hank, go.
Hank, go. Hank.
Texans have beaten the... No, we just did that one.
Oh, my God.
After last week's performance, Ravens QB Lamar Jackson owns 22 performances with at least 200 passing and 50 rushing yards, tailing only Cam Newton and Russell Wilson for the most 250 games in NFL history.
I miss Jake. These nerd nuggets don't hit the same.
Because you don't have the passion.
Right.
He's very passionate about it.
He's got the passion, and then when we say, well, that stat was stupid, he's like, oh, shit. Yeah,
sorry.
he takes it very personally. It's just the magic is gone right now.
Yeah, we could
on the
tell
nerd
you that you're an
nuggets.
idiot and your stats suck, and you're
He's
just
like, blah, 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 blah.
all you guys do is just complain about shit that I say anyways.
Yeah.
When have I ever said that?
All right. Panthers, Seahawks, late slate. Andy Dalton.
Yep. Let's go.
Andy Dalton. Let's fucking go.
Andy Dalton is coming to town to fuck up everybody's survivor pool this weekend.
Yes. Last time Andy Dalton played in Seattle, he threw for 418 yards and two touchdowns.
Damn.
In a loss.
Oh.
But he did it. He did that.
Oh,
That's Christian McCaffrey, not George
I thought
Kittle.
it was Kittle. I thought it was Kittle too.
Okay, so Andy Dalton is back. I did a little, this would be fun. Andy Dalton. I always like watching Andy Dalton games. Made me think, Andy Dalton's been in the league for a really long time. So then I went, followed the rabbit hole real quick. 2011 draft. Great draft. A lot of really good players in that draft. Cam Newton, J.J. Watt, a lot of really good players in that draft. Also saw a name that I hadn't thought about in a while. Did Julio Jones ever really retire?
That's a good question.
Yeah, right? I was like, wait, Julio Jones.
I think he just silently washed up.
He was on the Bucs last year.
Yeah.
And then he just nowhere.
He just found a nice warm rock.
Like that always
climbed on top of it and sunned himself and fell asleep.
That always blows my mind because you can't tell me that Julio Jones isn't better than some of the receivers that are out there.
But he probably doesn't want to just not get paid anything at all to go out there and play.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
probably
so.
made enough money over the course of his career.
But go play for the Chiefs. So then we can all tweet, be like, "Oh, Chiefs, too many receivers.
They got
This
another
bullshit."
one. Yeah, he could probably pick it, or like the Bills.
I'm shocked I didn't take Julio Jones on my fantasy team.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's a good point. I don't think he ever officially retired.
Right. So
'Cause I remember when he signed with the Bucs.
Rabbit hole I went down.
When he signed with the Bucs, it felt like the last dance for him.
Right.
But he never said anything.
Right. So Julio Jones and Larry Fitzgerald just hanging out together, not retired, but kind of retired.
Yeah.
The 2011 draft, it was Cam Newton, Von Miller, Marcel Darius, AJ Green, Patrick Peterson, then Julio Jones.
Pretty good draft.
Pretty good draft, and Andy Dalton in the second round, and J.J. Watt with the 11th pick. Okay, so this game, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, this is just going to be the problem with this game is we're going to pay a very, very close attention to the first half of it because it's a 3:05, 4:05 kickoff,
Right?
And we're going to have to watch it. I like the Panthers to cover the spread, but they're not going to win. I don't think.
No, I don't think they're going to win either. Okay,
the defense isn't very good. Shaq Thompson's out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to take the Panthers, but I think I'm going to be smart. No, I'm going to be dumb. I'm going to take the Panthers.
Yeah. Okay, Nerd Nugget. Max, he's ready to go.
Now I'm ready. Despite playing on the East Coast, the Panthers are actually 7-4 over the last 10 years in regular season games on the West Coast.
That's fun.
Wow,
That's kind of fun.
that is fun.
Over the past how many years?
10 years.
So some Cam Newton in his prime years there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next game. I guess we got to talk about it. Bears and Chiefs. So the Bears had a day on Wednesday. Just to rehash, I was actually happy we weren't recording a show that day because it did get a little crazy there in the afternoon. The Bears started the day. Their starting left tackle, Braxton Jones, was put on IR. We don't know when he got injured. It was a neck injury. Probably seems very severe. Maybe out for the rest of the season. Who knows? Bad news for the offensive line. Oh, that's okay. It's nothing could get worse than that. Then Justin Fields did an interview where I actually liked what he said. And he basically said, I feel like I'm playing robotic, and talking about the coaching, maybe getting too much in his head. He's got to say, fuck it. I'm just going to go out there and ball, play with more feel. That I didn't think was that crazy, but it became a big thing. And we'll get more to that. And then after that, the Bears defensive coordinator, that if you haven't been following, stepped away from the team for no reason that anyone could understand, wasn't there for the Bucs game. He filed his resignation by printing out on his home computer and then taking a picture of it.
Yeah, it's the Notes app. It's the Notes app for a 50-year-old, for boomers.
Taking a step back to take care of my health and family. Then it started a flurry of rumors that got a little out of hand. We still don't really know what's going on. We do know the fact that he hired a lawyer who then released a statement. Kind of feels like whenever you hire a lawyer in these situations, maybe it's not just health and family. But again, we don't know. Speculation was pretty insane on Wednesday afternoon. Then after that, Justin Fields did another press conference or media scrum where he clarified what he was saying, I didn't mean to blame the coaching. It's all on me. Then they cut Nathan Peterman, who then they re-signed on Thursday.
Thank God.
And this all happened on Ryan Pohl's birthday.
That's a tough day for Ryan. You think he got a cake? Was he
don't know,
in the
man.
middle of blowing out the candles?
Welcome to the 38 Club, Ryan Pohl's.
Yeah, sorry, man. That was probably a very big bummer of a day. Oh, you left one thing out, Big Cat. There was also a video that came out of DJ Moore talking to a player on the opposing team. I forget who he was talking to last week. And they're like, hey, man, they're not using you right. And he was like, yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, and also Javon Brisker liked a tweet of someone being like, the Bears are a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So,
I
he said afterwards that he did that to keep receipts. I'm like, dude, those receipts are never like you can't get a refund on that.
that's why you use bookmarks.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, exactly.
So I want to stand up for Justin Fields for a little bit here.
Yes.
Because what he said wasn't that bad.
No, it was correct.
He was being honest, and we want honesty from players, right? We want them to be genuine when they're talking to the media. And then the media are real dickheads about it, and they get one little snippet, and then they just start talking about, I can't believe he said the word coaching. Well, yeah, no shit. Definitely some of it's coaching. For whatever reason, the coaching is making him robotic. It's not working. What they're trying to do isn't working. He said that honestly, and then they're like, oh, man, he said coaching. That means he hates his coach. And then they go on and on. Justin Fields is not going to give another interview where he says anything remotely close to the truth.
Or interesting.
Or interesting.
But also,
and
he's right with everything he said.
And then you're going to complain about him not being friendly with the media.
Right.
And be like, why won't this guy give us any good information? Why is he being so short with us? Well, because you fucked him.
Yeah.
Because you fucked him over.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It was one of those situations where what Justin Fields said I thought was good. He basically was like, I have to stop overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
The coaches are doing their job during the week. Once we get to the game, I have to play my game, which hopefully means he's going to run some more.
Mm-hmm.
And be the Justin Fields we saw at the end of last season. And then everyone took it to be like, he blamed his coaches. It sucks. Even for the Bears, this is record speed for them to become a complete and utter circus.
It was
this
a bad
season. This season, and guess what? They get to go play the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend. And guess what? Also, this probably won't come up, right? PFT, this graphic. Patrick Mahomes is
What pick was he in the draft?
Yeah, he was pick 11, I believe.
And what pick was Mitch?
Mitch was 2.
Do you think they're going to bring that up?
They might bring that up, but no, we got a new one that even hurts even more. Patrick Mahomes has the highest winning percentage for a QB in NFL history at 79.3%. Unfortunately, Justin Fields has the lowest winning percentage of any NFL and NFL history or QB in NFL history with 18.5%.
Yeah, they're probably
I have a
mention it.
feeling that's going to show up. The Bears had that whole thing happen on Wednesday, and then they have to go play the Kansas City Chiefs. And again, this season, it's even for the Bears. I am shocked with how quickly, like, the Bears have had circus seasons. They've had dumpster fire seasons. They've had seasons where they're a complete laughingstock. This happened way faster than I thought.
And a lot of it happened in the span of like 12 hours.
Yeah.
It was just the worst day ever to go through. And then Max said something really dumb today, which was, I'm thinking about betting on the Bears.
Well, he said Bears money line. I said, I actually think the Bears are going to be in this game. I don't think they're going to win the game. I think they're going to be live in this game because I do think what Justin Fields basically said is, I'm going to fucking fuck it. I'm running. And I'm going to run past everyone.
Do you think the day was so bad that it's like us against the world now? Because I think it quite literally is the Bears against the entire world.
Yeah, although they don't have a defensive coordinator.
Did they have one before?
Still don't know what happened, which is weird. I do think they're going to give their best effort, but unfortunately for them, their best effort's probably not going to be enough.
How soon until we get a players only meeting?
I mean,
They should go players only.
yeah, the whole thing is just a complete dumpster. Oh, and just cherry on top, they have not won a game in almost a calendar year.
Yeah.
We're getting close to a calendar year. So yeah, I am, on Sunday night I was emotional. I am back to believing in Justin Fields because I have no other option, and I do desperately want him to be good because I like him a lot. But yeah, this is a complete clown
Gong show.
car. Yeah, it's a complete joke, and I'm excited. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun game.
Yeah. Everybody in the world is going to be betting on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The more we talk about it, the more I am convinced that it is the Bears against the world. Nobody even you don't really believe him that much.
No, I believe that they're going to cover the spread.
Yeah, I think
Winning the game.
Max, you want to get sick with it?
Yeah,
It's
let's get
hard.
gross.
I mean, now I have to, but it's hard to say that they are going to win a game when they haven't won a game in almost a calendar year.
But this is the one. The Chiefs don't look that great. The offense looks slow.
Yeah, no.
It's a revenge game against Matt Nagy. You haven't even brought that up.
The Chiefs, well, it's a reverse. Matt Nagy revenge game against the Bears.
Who do you think hates the other person more? The Bears hating Matt Nagy or Matt Nagy?
These guys on this
hating the
Bears team don't really. A lot of them weren't there for Matt Nagy, so I think it might be Matt Nagy hating the Bears. Either way, the Chiefs' defense is the quiet story of the first two games. They have been very good, and so that makes me very nervous. The Chiefs' offense has not shown their best. I also think we might get a best from the Chiefs' offense because the Bears' defense sucks. Now I'm talking myself back out of it. Either way, this game's going to be fun. I'm excited for football on Sunday.
Think about this with Matt Nagy. You watched him week 1 when he had an entire offseason to drop weird
Jet
3rd
sweeps
and 1 plays that
take the ball out
went
of Mahomes'
nowhere.
hands. Yeah.
He is going to be looking at this as a big revenge game. That means he's going to really let the freaky shit fly. And the freakier shit that Matt Nagy comes up with is really, really bad.
Counterpoint. The Bears don't have a defensive coordinator. Obviously, Eberflus is a defensive coach. He's going to be calling the plays. And they don't have very good players on defense. Just a counterpoint.
I think Matt Nagy might just psych himself out of this one.
I would love it. All right, we got a nerd nugget. This one's going to hurt. I can already tell. Nerd nugget.
Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce
Max,
is currently
Max,
banging
Max.
Taylor Swift every single night
Okay, Max.
for the last consecutive 112 nights. Only Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins has had a longer active streak with 147.
That was a great nerd nugget. All right, Max, go ahead. Give us the real one.
It was close to that. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce currently holds the second longest active streak of consecutive games played with a pass reception at 144. Only Titans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins has a longer active streak. At 147.
Nice, Hank.
That was good improv. Hank.
I thought you fully improv'd it, but little
Filled in the
stealing
blanks.
from it. Yeah. Okay.
I think that Travis Kelce is not actually dating Taylor Swift. I think that this is, listen, we've been in the podcast game for a long time. We know it does numbers. Jason Kelce is a very smart guy.
Yeah.
I think him going on the air and saying the rumors are 100% true. You don't say 100% if your brother's dating Taylor Swift. You just say, yeah, they've been seeing each other. They're getting along really well. You don't go with the 100% route.
We've talked about this phenomenon before, but this is one of those stories that I missed the start and I've just missed the whole thing.
Okay, so Travis
I've just
tried to send Taylor Swift a bracelet after he saw her concert.
Got it.
Didn't get to her, and now they reconnected. Now they're hanging out quietly, right?
Quietly.
They're seeing each other quietly.
Okay, quietly. All right, Cowboys Cardinals. Last game before Sunday Night Football. Trayvon Diggs ACL. That sucked.
Yeah.
In practice, I gotta say, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but if you lose a great player for the season, it really sucks when it's practice because at least I want to see it. I do.
I knew you were going to say
But
that.
it's the truth. You at least want to see it happen so you can go through the emotions of like, oh no, he's down. Oh no, this is bad. Oh no.
Look.
Yeah, there's an injury. But listen, don't you think that I want to see it happen? I don't want to just get a fucking Adam Schefter tweet being like, Trayvon Diggs, torn ACL in practice.
As a tree falls in the forest. I want to know if his own teammate did it to him.
Right. If it was a false step.
Usually they'll say a non-contact practice injury.
Right.
This sounds like it was a contact practice injury.
I want to know.
That means they might be protecting somebody that tore his ACL.
Yes, I want to know. I want to know exactly how it went down because
Did Michael Parsons do his little tiger crawl into Diggs' knee?
Right.
That's what I'm going to assume happened.
And there's definitely a difference. I know there's not, but just hear me out here. If a guy tears his ACL and it was a
I feel
non-contact,
like ACLs aren't exciting injuries to watch.
They can be.
the only reason it's gonna sound fucked up. I feel like half drunk because we've been doing shit all day and it's been a long day. I like ACLs just because when they grab the top of their shin, I'm like, ooh, ACL. I feel like a doctor. I feel like a doctor. It's the only injury that I can actually tell when it happens because they grab that part of the top of their shin, and I'm like, yep, ACL. what I was going to say, though, is if an ACL happens or an injury happens, it's a non-contact injury, I can at least come to grips with it being like, that was going to happen no matter what. That was a ticking time bomb. Whereas like a Nick Chubb thing, you grieve in a different way because you're like, fuck, this is such fucked up shit that this happened. That is such a fluke thing that just happened. And you can be angry for a different direction. Either way, the whole point of this is I want to see it. I want to see it to be able to grieve properly. And I think Cowboys fans will back me up.
I think they want to know what happened.
Right.
You want to know what happened for sure. You want to know who to blame. You want to know what to blame. Do we blame the practice field?
Yeah.
Did it happen during a
sod?
play? Is it the sod? Do we need to tell Jerry to get new sod? Did he slip on like one of those grates when you're walking out of the tunnel onto the field?
Did someone roll up on him?
Did he get rolled up on? Was he doing a drill that was too physical that he should have been doing at practice?
Right.
Can we get mad at the coaches about it?
Give it to me.
Did Dan Quinn throw up when he saw it?
Yeah.
Like how bad was it?
I want to see all of these.
I would.
things.
Oh man, I mean, seeing Russ throw up would be great. Seeing Jerry Jones puke would be awesome.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah. It would be a weird color.
Yeah, it would
be a lot of blood.
It would be blood and glitter.
Yeah,
from the stripper.
Blood for sure. All right, Max, give us a stat. Oh, by the way, the Cowboys are going to win this game.
Yes,
The
Cowboys.
Cardinals defense is real though.
The Cowboys are going
So
to win.
real.
So
that
real.
They gave up 28 half
In the
points
second
to
half,
Daniel Jones.
it started to rain.
It did start to
They're
rain.
so real.
Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott will play his 100th career game in Week 3 against the Cardinals. He does suck, but he is the only player in NFL history with at least 150 touchdown passes and 25 rushing touchdowns in his first 100 games. A lot of picks in there, too. You got to throw that.
I'm still mad that he hasn't thrown an interception this year.
Well, the offense has been very like vanilla because they haven't had to play. They haven't had any game pressure.
Let Dak cook.
Right.
Really unleash Dak this game.
Okay. Last
Is Buda
game.
Baker playing, Max?
No, he's on the IR, but that's probably like a ploy for him to get traded to the Eagles.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they're doing an IR ploy. Yeah, got
Yeah,
it.
this is Jonathan Taylor thing.
It's definitely a ploy. Okay, Steelers or Raiders Sunday Night
Oh
Football.
yeah. Hey, you remember Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
The Browns should call
The Browns should absolutely 100% call him.
Yes. Or the Vikings. Okay, so Steelers at Raiders. I don't know if this game's going to stink because the Steelers play very boring football.
They can't play any worse. They can't play any worse on offense.
And the Raiders defense is not good, so maybe if Matt Canada can't get an offense going against the Raiders, then just don't let him back on the plane.
We gave all the stats about the Steelers. The craziest one was that they didn't run a single play inside the 30-yard line, and they won.
Yeah,
I don't know when the last time that's ever happened.
it's quite shocking.
They need to score at least one offensive touchdown on a drive that lasts more than like 5 plays.
Yes.
I'd like to see 2 first downs and then a touchdown on a drive by the Steelers.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple runs mixed in, maybe a play action pass, and then like a 20-yard touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Should we do our picks? So standings for the what do we call it for the Major League bracket, and then we'll have a AAA. I don't know what we call it. So if you remember, if you missed last week's show, the punishment is still staying the same. Vegas show, 1 hour for the loser, 15 minutes for the runner-up, 15-minute opener, and we've split it up. So it's Max, Memes, and Jake in one bracket. They will be one of those 3 guys will do the opening act for 15 minutes. Me, PFT, and Hank. One of us will do the hour-long show in Vegas. Right now, I'm at 3-0-1. Hank's at 1-2-1. PFT's 1-3. Mm-hmm. And then in the little kids table, Jake's 3-1. Max is 1-3. Memes is 1-3. So
Still early.
still very early.
One good weekend makes up for anything.
But there is a problem right now. I did point out to PFT he is in last in all of our bets right now.
Yeah, but my team's 2-0. Which is pretty
it's
sweet.
true. That's true.
What did it cost you?
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah. So dingers only. PFT's going to lose. Pancake. Hank is just running away with it. He's got 18, and PFT's in last with 2.
I would like to see Lane Johnson put a couple pancakes on film.
Need
That's
some
all.
pancakes. Okay, picks. Who's going first?
This time, yeah, Hank,
Yeah, I
you went
believe
first
it's
week
me.
1.
Hank picked first week 1. Big hat.
Okay.
I'm taking Saints plus 1.5.
Ooh,
Okay. Saints plus 1.5.
I will be taking the Chicago Bears plus 12.5.
Ooh.
That's a lot of points.
A lot of points.
They pay these guys to
They're
play
gonna-
football
they're gonna
too,
fight.
Max.
They're gonna
Okay. Jake is going to take the Lions -3. So that he sent me his picks in the preferences.
Okay. I'm going to take the over in Bills Commanders.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that. Let's get some points
I
going.
like it a lot.
What's the number?
43.5.
Hank?
I am going to take the under in Chargers Vikings,
Okay.
What's the number?
Gross.
54.5.
Yeah, that's gross.
Okay,
Hank.
that's
That's a
gross.
lot of
How
points.
dare you?
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, but that's a fun
We want
game.
that to be fun, Hank. How dare you?
Why can't you root for fun once in your life?
If it was 52, I could root for fun. 54.5 is too many.
Okay, I have 2 picks. I'm going to take the Bengals -3. I actually think this is the Bengals week to right the ship. I've been the Bengals whisperer. I've nailed them both weeks, and now's the time. Now's the time to get ready. Little extra rest for Joey B. Monday Night Football, Bengals -3. And then I will take I'll take under Steelers Raiders 42.5. I just don't. Steelers just don't. Their offense. Doesn't that scream of like a 17-13 game?
It does.
Yeah. Okay.
Great uniform matchup, though.
Great uniform.
Like old
matchup.
school
Classic,
uniform matchup.
Classic.
Dolphins -6.5.
Oh, you bitch.
He bitched you.
You're a bitch.
Got him.
I'm going to take the Patriots -2.5.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Let's go, Hank. 2.5.
All right,
Playing
Jake,
away from that, getting away from that lighthouse is going to be good for him.
Jake will take the Eagles Bucks over 46.5. And there is the game for the Niners, which we already
Touchdown.
talked about,
Debo.
who was just out with a season-ending injury 2 seconds ago.
He healed himself.
Yeah,
Kittle's
he's
never getting
Wolverine.
one.
No, and Kittle has caught 1 million passes tonight. Max.
I am taking Bills Commanders under 43.5.
All right.
Well, I
Head to
think
head.
that's good for you.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, our defense is awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
memes?
think the only way the Commanders win that game is under.
Yeah.
Okay, memes. Give it to us. Give it to us.
I don't like it, but Ravens Colts 44.5 over.
Ooh, nice. By the way, I think we should get wings this week.
I'm
Uber
in.
Eats.
I'm in. I would love some wings.
You can get almost anything at Uber Eats. Order now. Uber Eats. Do it right now. Almost anything. I think we go wings Sunday night. You feeling that?
Yeah.
You feeling what I'm saying? All right. Before we get to Brooks Koepka, let's do a little fantasy lad boys. It's all brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Created by fans for fans, Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. If you're going to a football game, if you're going to, let's say, a concert, maybe Zach Bryan, the baseball playoffs coming up, all of it, you can find it with Game Time. It's all possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. They'll even credit you 110% of the seat price if you can find a better deal elsewhere. You can also get limited time discounts with exclusive flash deals. I used a flash deal the other day. It's great. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds. And once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle. Enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Use code PMT. Download the Game Time app. Go to the website. Enter your email. Redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
What music do we use for this?
I don't know. Hoy.
Oi, mates.
Oi, mate.
What's a good word then?
How
Oi,
we
mate.
doing, gentlemen?
Hey, gentlemen.
Hey, gentlemen, we get along very, very well.
My name is Ricky Elliott. And my start on this week
Ricky Elliott.
is Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A.
What
Smith.
do you do then?
Guy's got a fucking cannon off the pitch. Get him on the cricket pitch. Get him throwing some between the wickets.
Oh, the first pitch he threw
He'd
out.
be a
didn't it?
great cricketer.
How'd it go?
It bounced down.
Yeah, but if you're looking at it from a cricket perspective, it's A1.
good.
I guess that's
Pretty
why.
good.
I guess that's why Shannon calls him Skip.
More sitting is Travis Kelce.
Oh, right.
Cloud chasing wannabe celebrity. He's not dating Taylor Swift. He's just trying to get some podcast bump.
Hands off the lady, right?
Amber Sleeper
Sleeper.
is Mad Dog Russo.
Oh,
Russo.
Russo.
He was on Thursday talking about taking edibles,
Edible,
drinking a couple
edible.
cocktails and watching Colorado. And I said, hey, Leo meme. Me too.
Me too.
Smoking that wacky
too.
tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Oi,
what's
oi.
up? I'm Blake Bloke, right?
Blake Blue.
Might be Australian, not sure yet. Not sure where my mum's from. I'm starting Drake London. Drake London, great name.
Drake.
London.
Drake London.
No.
London's calling.
London's calling you, Drake, right now. We like Drake London this weekend. Love the Atlanta Falcons in it. And then I'm sitting brushing your teeth. Just drink some cider, innit? Just drink cider.
Drink some cider.
Good as nothing.
Eat a
Brush
piece
your-
of gum.
Cider.
We're just normal men. We're just innocent men. My sleeper is soup. It's not soup season yet. Many folks been saying it's time for soup season. You can eat soup all you like all year round, but it's not soup season quite yet. Not yet. You hold on the soup season clap that you're chasing online. With
Embrace debate. It's
with your
Guinness
meme.
a soup.
Guinness is
Guinness
a
is
soup.
soup.
Guinness is,
It
bar-
is a
it's,
soup.
it's barley soup.
It's
co-
barley.
it's coffee
Barley
is soup. Coffee's bean soup.
Coffee's a bean soup.
Oh, everything's a soup.
As a bean soup.
My body's just blood soup in it.
Blood soup and water soup.
Water soup. The human body is just it's blood,
It's
water,
blood, water,
snot, and cum soup.
It's cum soup.
Cum soup.
My oi,
Oi,
cheerio.
what's a good word?
It's Eugene Bottom Snatcher.
Bottom
Ooh,
snatcher.
Eugene, I'll snatch those bottoms from you.
Hold on to your
Watch out,
arsehole.
ladies. I'll snatch them bodies with my little pincher grip. My stardom is the Echoes. We're waking them up this weekend. Notre Dame. It's fucking Irish.
Fuck the
Versus Ohio State. Great game Saturday night. I don't even know what accent I'm doing. Great game Saturday night. I'm excited.
Fuck the Irish.
Fuck those
I'm,
Catholics.
I'm excited. The Peaky Blinders.
My name is Arthur fucking
They'll
Shelby.
They'll get me back. My sit-em is the Cubs. The Cubs stink. They stink. They stink. They stink. And then my sleeper is Rupert Murdoch. He retired.
That little Australian cunt.
That guy's gonna die soon.
I meant cunt in a good way.
He's gonna die soon.
Right.
He's like Joe Pa. You take him out. You take him out of his job. He gonna die.
He doesn't have anything to do. No more news to produce.
Which one of
Rupert.
his kids is going to take over?
Lachlan. I answered it for
That's his
you.
name, that's his name.
I
All right.
fucking answered it for
I was
you.
going to say Kindle.
No, it's Lachlan. Lachlan's gonna take over. You fucking idiot. You ignorant slut. You. But yeah, Rupert Murdoch. He's gonna fall down some stairs and die. I'm gonna call my shot right now. He's dead.
How old is that? How old is he?
He's a dead fucker.
He's dead.
Yeah. All right. I'm so excited for Saturday, by the way.
Saturday's the best slate of college football I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, 6 ranked versus ranked matchups. And on top of that, Florida State and Clemson play to start the day. So, whew. Have you
what's your
decided?
team?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Ohio State, I think.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I don't know. That's the thing. I kind of want to like not drink this weekend, but
Oh,
Why not?
I'm gonna make the game. I know. I gotta hit up Titus.
We'll just drink on Friday then.
But then I
That's
don't want
the
to
week.
drink the whole
That's
weekend.
the weekday.
True.
That's what I said. He doesn't want to drink on the weekend, so drink on Friday.
You got to. That's actually. It's going to be an awesome game. I'm
I know.
so excited for that game, and it's going to be, I think, very like close. So you really need a game that can't be a blowout for a second.
Yeah.
So you can just be there.
That's what I would. Yeah, I'd like to actually get into one of these games.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's got to be a lot of Ohio State players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen the flight aware maps of the guys that draw the college football logos like with the airplanes before each weekend?
Yes.
They're awesome.
Yes.
I don't know who's doing that. They did an elephant for Alabama and had like the eyes and the tusks in the route that a plane flew. I think it flew over Alabama. Those guys are awesome.
Hank, I have a solution for you. You don't have to drink, or you could just drink a couple Coors Lights while you watch it. I think Big Ev and Titus are streaming that game, so you just come and stream. Get Ohio State jersey and just go fucking nuts with them. Bet a big bet on Ohio State. Go nuts. Be like a kind of a scumbag. Yeah, wear your jean shorts, your Cowboys jean shorts. Maybe some Timberlands. You got some Timberlands?
No, I got some Uggs,
Oh, okay. That's not Ohio State. That's
some
Michigan.
Yeezys.
Guys, do you still have your earrings?
No.
I want to see Hank show up to work.
It's
wearing
also
earrings
just like
one
knowing that we're going to be getting Frank the Tank and Shane Gillis Notre Dame clips.
Yeah.
That's hard to go against.
Yeah, but someone's got to stop them. If those two guys win this game, they're going to take over the world.
I know. I want that.
It's the greatest combo of all time.
That's the world I want to live in.
It's literally the greatest combo of all time.
That's the world I want to live in.
It's like if aliens came down and like give us your two best men, it'd be like Shane and Frank.
Can you imagine if Notre Dame won the college football title and then Shane and Frank were just like partying their asses off like as winners together? How in
Shane drinking 1,000 beers, Frank drinking 1,000 Cokes.
Yeah, or just like birch beer cream sodas. But yeah, I mean, if you think that people hate Notre Dame fans now, just wait until they win this game.
If they win this game, the Sam Hartman hype is going to be insane. Good looking dude, by the way. Okay, let's get to our interview with Brooks Koepka. PFT, you got a quick word for one of our sponsors before we do that?
Yeah, before we get to Brooks, he's brought to you by Body Armor. Real hydration, real ingredients, packed with electrolytes, vitamins, nothing artificial. Body Armor has great tasting flavors. They've got strawberry banana, which is delicious. Blue raspberry, also great. The mango, the orange mango is top notch. Not only do we hydrate with Body Armor, but some of the best athletes in the world do, like Christian McCaffrey, Joe Burrow, Ronald Acuna Jr., CeeDee Lamb, and Bryce Young. We love Body Armor. I'm actually drinking a Body Armor water right now, keeping me hydrated while I'm watching football.
Don't sleep on the cherry lime either.
Cherry lime's good. Yeah, they got every flavor's good. I haven't had a bad Body Armor yet, but we're staying hydrated with Body Armor. Shout out Body Armor. It's available in stores nationwide, but you can head on over now to the Body Armor store on Amazon, and you can get yours today. And now here's Brooks Koepka.
Okay, we now welcome on our very good friend, Brooks Koepka. We just golfed with him. He's about to be in the Ryder Cup. Let's start, no spoilers, because we got the video coming out soon. Max is right on it. He's going to have it out very, very quickly. Grade our golf game, no spoilers. Tell us what we are. What would you say, like where we're at, the three of us?
PFT shocked me.
PFT was very.
I shocked myself.
Yeah.
So you know what? I actually feel sorry for you, Brooks. I do, because you're good at golf. So when you go out there, you're not really like that happy if you hit a good shot. You're like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. I suck at golf. So if I hit one good shot, I feel like magic is coursing through my blood. I feel like I'm the best golfer in the world for just that one instance. You don't get that anymore because you're so good. So I don't know. Maybe if you suck at golf, it's actually better than being good at golf.
Yeah.
Just suck more.
Yeah.
What did you think about my use of driver on everything?
It was a lot.
A lot of
drivers. I love that though.
Maybe too much driving.
Yeah.
You actually got addicted to it that you even tried it yourself, which I
did.
Is that like, are there certain things that would, if you did them in, let's say, a major, you don't do like driver off the deck because people will be like, what an idiot, even though it might be the right shot?
I mean, we could try it.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you, in the back of your head, you're like, I'd rather not be criticized for this shot, even though driver off the deck is the play?
Well, I think going forward, I'll think about that play a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, going forward. Augusta next year, missed the first green. It's like, this could be a driver.
Yeah, because I feel like there's it's just so frowned upon for professional golfers to go driver off the deck. Like, be free. It's like, hey, sometimes driver off the deck is the play.
Got to hit the big stick sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
right, exactly.
Yeah. What about wearing shorts during a major? Shock the world.
Yeah.
Well, what's the ruling on that? I think you're allowed to wear a kilt, but you can't wear shorts.
Is that true?
That seems racist against Americans. Yeah.
I'll ask Ricky. I feel like he would know more, right?
Yeah, you're right. So let's talk about that. Your caddy is from Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
You're about to play in the Ryder Cup. Are you worried at all about this fact? Because he was saying that Rory's his favorite golfer of all time.
Yeah, right.
And you're about to go up against him.
I know.
So is there a part of you that's like, if it comes down to it, you're like, can I trust this guy?
Never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But I think he's got his American passport, right? We got to count him.
Okay.
Yeah.
like we can
I don't know.
count
A lot of
him.
people have
Blue
passports. I don't know.
How long has he been your caddy?
Ooh, 10 years?
10 years.
Has-
All 5 majors.
Yep.
Has he
Okay.
been your caddy during a Ryder Cup before?
Yes. All the other ones.
How was he?
Well, we lost, I think, 2 of them. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah, so,
Interesting.
just saying, just throwing out stats.
Okay, yeah. If we're looking at stats, I think that you might have them all.
And wait.
No, we won what? We won in 16. We won in 20. 18 we lost. Yeah, so okay, we're 2-1. We're on the winning side of that.
So,
But this will be the deciding factor.
yes. So we're a week away from the Ryder Cup. How pumped up does the Ryder Cup make you? Because it feels like everyone we talk to, it's obviously you're not even playing for money, but it feels like everyone is just more excited to play in the Ryder Cup than pretty much any other event.
It's pretty cool. It's definitely the most nervous I've been my entire life. Like, dude, if you were in a football stadium, people screaming on the first tee, and then it just goes deathly silent.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest feeling in the world. Like, imagine playing football and it's just dead silent.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So you said it's the most nervous you've been playing golf. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Depends what you're hitting. If you're hitting driver, first hole, it's a whole lot easier. But if you got like an iron, 3-wood, bigger face, you can hit it.
Wait, do you get nervous for majors?
No, not like that, no. I view it as like excitement, right? Like you get a little jittery or whatever it means, but like I'm excited to hit the next shot.
I've heard that it's a privilege to be nervous because it means that you put yourself in a situation where there's expectation on you.
Pressure is a privilege.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Wait, so when you go into a major though, you're not nervous at all? You're just excited to play. What about if you have a lead, let's say hypothetically, like a big
At
lead
Augusta
at
or
Augusta,
something, yeah.
There's rain, nerves?
No.
Not even if people are like
just
already
slow play.
They're already designing
slow play.
If people are designing T-shirts already with your name on it, like congrats Brooks, that's 5. We're not. If people are doing that, you don't feel extra pressure at all.
No, because we got 5.
We got 5. Now we got 5.
Did you feel very smart when you said you figured something out at Augusta and everyone's like, what is Brooks talking about? And it was like, he's literally just saying that he's going to walk slower.
Yeah. It's exactly what it is. Just slow play everybody else. That way,
Right.
play at my own speed, right?
Right.
Easy.
Yeah. So at the Ryder Cup, Big Cat mentioned it. You guys don't get paid anything. I feel like the players should get paid. That's basically the NCAA tournament all over again, except for golfers. You guys get to win.
Ruining it again.
Yeah. It's about pride. It's about your country, which is great. I feel like they could break you off a couple mil.
They do really well. They do really well for themselves.
Yeah. TV rights, everybody watches it. They need to pay the golfers, pay the players. We're on the side of the players.
Justice for the players.
Yes, I love this. You could start this, PFT.
Yeah.
Justice for the players. Professional golfers don't get paid enough money. They're basically living in their parents' house, just like college athletes.
Struggling to get by, yes.
And at the Ryder Cup, if you win, they should break you off a couple mil.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
We could all use a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Right?
What when you get to the Ryder Cup, is it weird like having to I assume you guys are kind of all close when you get there because you're all playing on the same team. Obviously you play with Liv on a team, but is it a different dynamic that you're like all rooting for each other so hard that it like changes how you like view golf?
Yeah, it is weird, right? Because you are rooting for 11 other guys the entire time.
Guys you're like competing against in majors, you're now rooting.
Yeah. I never looked at it like that, but it's definitely a weird situation, right?
Right.
Because I'm not going to say you're rooting against, but like,
I would.
No,
be
you're
if
rooting
I'm up
against.
there and somebody else is up there, I hope they hit in the water.
Right.
I'm going to be flat out honest.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah, I guess it is a little different.
So like do you guys do like team building exercises? Would you guys hang out at the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, we probably get 2 hours to ourselves every night, and we just kind of all hang out in the team room. It's quite
That's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, mess around, tell some jokes.
Justin Thomas, who we're a big fan of, he's got to like that's when he's got to shine because everyone was claiming that he was just made the team for the boys club.
Yeah,
So like he's got to bring some like funny jokes.
yeah, he needs to bring it. Yeah,
He's got to bring beer. He should show up the first day, a couple cases of beer.
I think he was handing them out last time on the first tee.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See,
We were
get
having-
everybody excited, right?
Yeah.
We were having the discussion though, like I know that there was controversy whether he should be on the team or not, but his international play speaks for itself. Where like if you're a guy who like it would almost be like if they had a Ryder Cup for majors, like why wouldn't you put Brooks in? He always steps up in the majors. Like Justin Thomas always steps up in the international play. You got to put him in there. He's a killer.
Got to.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
you know
he's
you
on.
can trust him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about it. I'm happy he's on my team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Max? Max is nervous.
Max will be fine.
Okay.
He'll have a good teammate. It'll be fine.
He's going to be a great teammate.
Yes.
Max is the nicest guy in the world. From a serious golf standpoint, if you're in the Ryder Cup, do you play differently because it's a team format, or are you playing the exact same style?
That depends on the format, but like if we're playing alternate shot, I'm going to hit driver because no matter where it goes, I don't have to hit the next one. So I feel pretty good about it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if it's behind a tree or like, I don't have to play it. So
Right.
this is on you now.
Yeah, somebody else. That's a you problem.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
exactly.
That's very smart. Hank, you got any golf questions?
I was going to ask the match play question. PFT just took it right out of my hand.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, here,
Good question, Hank.
Good question, Hank. Great question, Hank. In a scramble format, if you putt the ball and it stops like, let's say hypothetically 3 inches from the hole, and then you just walk up and you tap it in casually before your teammate has a shot at the hole. Is that a 4 or is that a 5?
That is a 5.
Yes, correct.
I
That
disagree.
is a 5.
I agree.
Wait, you're
I
on our
agree.
team.
I agree.
You're
I
on
agree.
our Ryder
Said-
Cup team.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I
You said
agree. I
you're taking that
misspoke.
shot by
Yeah.
hitting the next shot.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Once you
I
hit
agree.
once you put it in the hole, that's your score.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
how it works.
Rules are
Done.
rules. Good
Yeah.
point. Good
They're-
point.
And we're playing for money. It matters.
Yeah.
Let's talk some football. Florida State's back.
Yeah, they're better.
They're
better.
back.
I mean, they
They're
kicked
back.
LSU's ass.
Yes.
Are you still rooting hard for Florida State?
Yeah. Still
Okay.
rooting for Florida State. I think I think they're a 3 team? Maybe not, but hey, I don't think Georgia's number 1. Let's put it that way.
Do you wish you had gotten Dion?
That would have been nice.
You ran Dion out of town.
I know. I heard him say the other day he wasn't from Florida State.
Well, yeah, because you guys ran him
so
out.
I don't know. I don't know if we can ever get him back now.
He wanted to coach for Florida State, and you guys turned your nose up at him.
Yeah.
And then look what he's doing now.
It's been a rough few years.
Do they hit you up for money?
Yeah, I've been hit up. Yeah.
Do they hit you up like do they call you like the Monday after you win a major?
After I signed with Liv, I got hit up. I'll never forget that. They had their Hall of Fame, whatever, induction, whatever. So I went up November. Yeah, so that was right after I signed with Liv. Yeah, so perfect timing.
They're
Just
like,
saying.
Brooks, we know you
Imagine
got
that.
it. Yeah, we know you're good for it.
Exactly.
Did you give him anything? Are you a booster?
No, I'm not a booster, but I help the golf team out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's big.
I bet if you called him up and you're like, hey, I'm unhappy with the direction of the program, Deion Sanders would make a big difference here in 2 years.
Yeah,
I bet
so.
they'd listen.
Start throwing your weight around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those NILs, get a few kids wearing the Smash stuff. Be all right.
Yeah, kids.
See?
Yeah, my son Chris used to be a Four Aces fan, but I'm coming home with all the Smash merch. I think we got to convert him.
we can turn them.
Yeah.
Wait, so good segue. Are you a better golfer now that you're a dad? Blake Jr.
Haven't played like it.
Yeah.
I was a little
Because that
a
is
little
like
hungover from the PGA.
that is a
It was a little bit of a hangover.
You think you maybe
Just kind of
partied a
rolled
little
into
too
that.
hard?
Yeah, it was a little. Yeah, don't blink, right?
Yeah.
Just taking this theme to heart.
Yes,
Don't
I see,
blink.
I see the posters everywhere. I'm like, yeah, that's a nod to Brooks.
Yeah.
How long are you officially not hungover?
Yeah, we're good now. We sobered up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a
Wait,
few
what did
waters
you
in me.
finish in the U.S. Open?
19th, I think, something
top
like that.
20.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. You had a post on Instagram of your son, and it said Blake of the Year. He's wearing a Blake of the Year onesie.
Yes.
A lot of people were saying that you actually did name your son Blake. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, we did not decide to go with that.
Oh,
But
So stolen valor. You
yeah,
still,
I mean, you can still name change,
yeah.
right?
Well,
You can
also
still file.
like, what if he's known to the general public as Blake?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, so
okay.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
good
all that
enough.
matters. You
Yeah.
can call him whatever you want at home.
Yeah, that's fine.
We
We'll
call
keep
him
it.
Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got a few Blake outfits.
Yes.
yeah, it's smart.
We have to. We were actually talking before we started playing. Like, it's our job as the fun uncles to just buy him only Blake stuff.
Yeah.
I want him
So-
to be confused when he's like 5 or 6 years
What's
old.
my
Be like,
name?
Wait, what is my name?
Yeah. So it's gonna go Brooks, and then you're gonna pass the torch to Charlie Woods, and then Charlie Woods passing it to Blake Jr.
Yeah.
I think golf is in good hands right now.
Yeah, it is.
Great
It
hands.
is solid.
It's never been in better hands.
Will you allow your son to play golf?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of money to be made out here. We'll keep that generational.
Are you gonna let him play football?
If he wants to, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think size or height is on his side.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah,
Same.
Pee Wee, absolutely, yeah.
You're a big, strong guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for a golfer.
they said what height did they give you on the PA today? Did they say that you were 6 feet tall?
No, they said 6'2".
You're not 6'2". Are you
Ish.
6'2"? In spikes.
I mean, Hank's not 5'10" either.
5'10", big guy was 6'1". And they conventionally left PFT's height off. I was
Yeah, they
waiting
didn't
for
list
it.
my height,
Yeah,
which is perfect.
That was
Keep
bullshit.
I
you
wonder
guys-
who wrote those.
That was bullshit.
Do you ever wear spikes, like metal spikes?
I used to way back when I started, but I just wore them just to hear the click clack.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool, and then yeah,
Some people keep doing the click clack, and then they walk in people's background shots, and you can hear them coming.
Yeah,
and you get
exactly.
exasperated with
Right.
it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, why
It
do
really
golf-
bugs people. You know what I mean?
Is there a difference between wearing plastic spikes and metal spikes?
You hear the click clack when you're on the concrete. Other than that, I don't really think there's a difference.
Could you golf in just normal shoes, just Air Force Ones?
Probably, yeah. I'd probably slip once or twice, but yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it makes that much of. I mean, the spikes on golf shoes are so small. I never understood why golfers wear cleats.
Yeah, it's not like we're moving that much.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at like JT, he's like off the ground when he hits.
Yeah.
Or like
But
Scotty.
he wears metal spikes too.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're off the ground. Why do you need to wear them?
If Scotty wore him, he'd just like tear his Achilles on every shot. Have you ever tried to do that?
I think he might actually wear medals, or he
Yeah.
did at some time. I think.
I mean, have you ever tried to like move your feet like he does when he swings? It seems like there's a lot going on.
No, but Dave Portnoy does a pretty good job of that. He kind of does that.
Yeah.
Let's look into the future. How many majors? What would be what you like? What's the number? I know you have a number in your head. It's not saying I'm gonna win this, but like what you would be like, this is what I feel like I can do, and what I'd be like, that's an unbelievable career.
I feel like I can get to 12.
12?
Whoa.
Yes.
You're fucking crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
I think you can
chance
do
What do you
it.
think
get
about
to
it, right?
12.
Like, think how many I've already blown. Like, I blew one to Phil,
Mm-hmm.
so that'd be 6. Tiger,
Mm-hmm.
that's 7.
John Rahm. Well, Hank blew that
John
for you.
Rahm, yes, thanks, Hank.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
So that's 8.
Could you feel
Gary
it?
Woodland lost to Gary, so that's 9. Like, I should have. I
Yeah.
feel like I should have 9 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Could you feel the shift when Hank texted us and was like, "Should we get Brooks on after he wins the Masters?" That
Never
was the
said
exact
that. Never
text.
said
It was
that.
on
Never
Saturday.
said that.
Yeah,
Could you
Never
feel
said
it?
that.
I felt that it was in the rain delay.
Yeah.
I believe.
You did say that.
Yeah. You
So
gotta-
12
would be
majors.
nuts.
12
Like 12.
majors. I mean, you'd be right up there. Is there any chance at all? If we stretch it out, let's say you never choke another one away again, Hank never screws you over. Any chance at all you beat Tiger?
I hope so. That'd be great, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was the benchmark,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Set an
14 until I
objective.
gave him 15. Yeah.
Here's a little tip: call it an objective, not a goal. Emmanuel Acho taught us that. That's
There's a
positive thinking.
difference.
'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, if you set a goal and you don't get it, then you failed. If you set an objective and you don't get it, then you didn't fail.
Shoot
Yeah, I
for
was
the
gonna
moon.
Say, what is that?
The
I
old
don't know. He wrote a whole book about it. Yeah.
The old saying is shoot for the moon. If you fall short, you'll be a star.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make sense.
No, it
because
never made sense.
Stars are closer than the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that never made sense.
Be a moon. We're going to get back to Brooks in a second. He's brought to you by NetSuite. Your business was humming, but now you've fallen behind. Team's buried in manual work. Might be taking forever to close the books. Maybe you're getting one source of truth is like pulling teeth. If this is you, you should know these 3 numbers: 36,025 1. 36,000. That's the number of businesses that have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, streamlining accounting, financial management, inventory, HR, and more. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses do more with less, close their books in days, not weeks, and drive down costs. And 1, because your business is one of a kind, so you get a customized solution for all your KPIs. Those are the key performance indicators in one efficient system with one source of truth. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, and improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist designed to give you consistently excellent performance, absolutely free at netsuite.com/PMT. That's netsuite.com/PMT to get your own KPI checklist. That's netsuite.com/PMT. And now here's more Brooks Koepka.
Jerry, you had a question for Brooks. Jerry's here. Come on, talk in the mic. Yeah, Jerry's got a text. Jersey Jerry. Yeah, go sit in the middle. Yeah.
From the clouds.
No, sit right here in the middle. Sit right here in the
on.
middle. All right. Come on, Jerry.
So
You used
seems
to
like
this.
the appropriate setting. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Jerry
so
was worthless today, by the way. Worthless as a caddy.
I just got not a good putter. I'm a good chipper. Question.
You were good with the rangefinder, dude.
From the clouds, but I will ask this. So it's a fuck, marry, kill. We're gonna go Kris Jenner, Ivanka Trump, and Michelle Obama.
Good question, Jerry.
Good question, Jerry.
Good question.
Good question, Jerry.
That is a great question.
Thank you.
Holy hell.
How would you answer it, Jerry?
So I would marry Kris Jenner.
Okay.
I would kill Michelle Obama.
Okay.
And I would fuck Ivanka.
No surprises here, Jerry.
Yeah. Oof.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I think I would marry Kris Jenner as well.
Smart.
Okay.
Just for the fact. Yeah.
Money.
I think I'm the same as you, just for the fact of like, in case anything happens, I feel like I'd walk away
Exactly.
Yeah.
pretty good with that. Yeah.
What else you got for Brooks?
Anything else?
That was it.
Oh, okay. Didn't know where this was going.
Thanks,
This is
Jerry.
set up.
Good
Thank you.
question, Jerry.
Think of
I
another one,
appreciate
Jerry. Think of another one. We'll end with you in a minute.
Brooks, do you have any questions for us?
Oof.
Do you think this? I'll ask a question that. Do you think this podcast has positively helped you or negatively helped you? We struggle with this sometimes.
No, I think it's
Max
actually
is
great.
a toss up because people call him pervert all the time. So
Yeah, how much does Rick hate us? for
Yeah.
calling you Blake?
Yeah, I think Rick, first off, he still had no idea till today that who Barstool, pardon my take, he had no idea what it was. And I think the Blake thing drives him up a wall. And then for a while, because I think they were shouting with the Portnoy match that didn't happen, I think they were shouting Dave this, Dave that, whatever. And he's like, who are these people?
yeah,
So I've had to explain it to him, and pretty much everybody I play with, I have to explain the Blake thing, because I don't think many golfers watch this podcast.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but yeah, I think Rick struggles with it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
It's awesome.
when did we first interview? Was it before your second or third?
It
It was in
Beth Page.
was
right
Beth
before the
Page.
third. Yeah,
right before the third. So we've helped you win 3 majors.
yeah, exactly.
That's pretty
yeah.
huge.
And
Solo, I can only do it too. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I would say that we also helped with the PIP stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. When I was on the PIP, yeah.
Yeah.
The tour. Yeah.
yeah.
That definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
How much did you get off that?
Less than my live contract.
Yeah, no, I'm just how much are we owed here? Yeah. How
Yeah, you
awesome?
could just give it to us.
Here's a
Yeah.
good question. How awesome is it to be rich?
Oh, that's Big Cat. It's better than being poor.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Your
There's some
pool is
perks.
awesome. Yeah, your pool is sick.
Yeah.
Where you can like see, can you see into the bottom of your pool?
Yeah, you could see on the side. I thought like when that was being designed or when Jenna came up with that, I thought it was going to go way different, way cooler for me. And then now it's
When you
my
see you underwater.
workout video. Yeah, it's like I saw that going differently in my head.
Have you reconciled with your dogs or dog?
My dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we
It's a bad visual.
it was a bad visual.
Max had an incident like that, or Max,
yeah.
where he
doesn't
had a
like
dog
dogs.
and he just wouldn't pet it.
Yeah.
So that was. Did you ever you had to have a conversation with your dog, being like, "Hey, sorry, I know that we had that on screen where I just wasn't petting you."
Yeah. It was a bad look, but yeah, we've worked it out. We've worked it out.
That's
since.
good. That dog needed a boop. Another serious golf question. What's the hardest shot to hit in golf?
Ooh, good question.
Probably driver off the deck backwards.
Oh,
Oh,
I think that would be tough.
with the what do you call the back part of the driver?
the butt.
Yeah, butt.
The butt of the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Do you have a favorite shot you've ever hit in your life?
Ooh, favorite shot.
The one that keeps you coming back.
Yeah, that you can you sometimes will daydream about.
Probably what was it? 16 at Bell Reeve, par 3. Hit a 4 like 8 feet. That's pretty good. Rick wanted me to hit 5 or 5. I forget what it was. I hit 5 or 4. Rick wanted me to hit the other one, and I was like, no, not happening.
Yeah.
Which probably could have helped.
Did you get par it out?
No, yeah. I made birdie there, and I can't remember what I did in the last 2, but
What about? Do you know when you're in the zone putting? Can you feel it? Like right when you get on the putting green in the morning?
yeah, I feel like putting. You definitely know you got it or you don't got it.
Yeah. And then
Pretty
if you
simple.
don't, because I when we're watching you and you're locked in, it's like every putt's going in,
Yeah,
and it's awesome to watch.
it'd be awesome if I could do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a hypothetical. You've seen us play. Do you think that we could compete on the PGA Tour if we magically every single shot that was on the green, any part of the green, the next putt automatically went in?
Yeah, you could be out there.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I still have to get on the green, but the second it gets on the green, it's an automatic putt. You think
you
so?
have to watch how today was played. By the
Yeah,
way. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
you can
true.
see, yeah,
Maybe
you
it's
can
a
see how.
scramble.
Okay, another hypothetical. 18th green at Augusta. We're on the green. We have one shot lead. Sunday at the Masters. We're on the green, but it's the farthest possible point on the green from the hole. That's where we start.
Okay.
That's our first shot. Could we par out to win the Masters?
No,
Just in putting?
no, just in putting. No, chance.
No?
We
No
couldn't get a
chance.
4?
No.
What do you think? What would the lead have to be for us on the tee box of the 18th at the Masters to win the Masters?
Oof. Well, I think Scotty 4 putted last year, right? From
Yeah.
I forget how many feet, but I think it'd have to be 5.
5-stroke lead.
5-stroke lead. Yeah,
I
those
think I'd
greens are
still
so
blow
fast.
that.
Yeah.
I'd blow that. I would definitely blow that.
What if you took the best part of all three of our games and combined them into one golfer? Would we be able to compete on the Live Tour?
Yeah, because what you just add.
It depends which team you want to play for, I guess.
Yeah.
Well-
So which is the worst team that we could make it on?
Ooh, I don't know. Who's in last place in the standings? I don't even know.
Do you guys have rivalries?
We got to get right.
It's tough. We haven't even won. We're looking to
Get a win.
finish in the podium in the top 3 right now.
You got to get
We're struggling.
rivalries going. You got to start talking shit.
You think it's gonna be
I've tried.
Cam Smith or Taylor? Gooch.
Yeah.
And Hank, what's your favorite team?
4 aces.
And who's on it?
Is it a 4
DJ.
Aces podcast or
I
what?
actually quizzed him on this morning. It's
Peter
fresh in his head.
Uline, Patrick Reed, Pat Perez.
Oh, you got
Okay,
it.
all right.
He's
Yeah,
got
see,
it.
true
He's
fan right
got
there.
it.
Die hard.
All right. Well, I have one last question. It's a Roback question. RHOBACK.com. I'm wearing the polo right now. Roback.com. Promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Roback.com. Polos, Q-zips, joggers, shorts, everything golf. Roback.com. Promo code TAKE. My last question is Jerry. Jerry, get back up here. Another question.
This should be a good one.
See, this should be good. The first one was great.
Serious
All right,
one.
okay,
serious
all right.
one. Because I'm starting to get into golf, and one of my favorite golfers is John Daly. If he wasn't an alcoholic or a drunk, could he have been the best golfer ever?
He's definitely one of the most talented guys I've ever seen.
Ooh.
I played with him this year, the practice round at the British. Awesome. Dude, we got to set this up. You got to play 9 holes with this guy.
Yeah.
I would love
He's
to.
phenomenal.
Yes. Well, maybe not.
He's the best.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He just said
Well,
me.
No, but it would be me.
the
Hank,
drinking
and
stuff.
PFT.
You could
I don't have
caddy.
to drink.
You could caddy.
No,
caddy.
no, we're not talking drinking. We're playing golf.
Yeah, but I want to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'll sit out.
that'd be great.
For you.
Like I think of him as like Mike Tyson,
Yes.
pretty much.
He's a legend.
Like he was amazing. People would love to see John Daly, and then the
People
bo-
still love to see John.
Yeah.
Daly. He's
Yeah.
the man.
Yeah.
I mean, people still love to see Mike Tyson.
That's
Does,
true.
Does the sound?
See?
Does the ball make a different sound off the club with John Daly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Used to, too. I mean, he still does, but, I mean, it's impressive to watch him play.
His son's pretty good too.
Yeah. His son's actually really legit.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite golfer?
Mine was Adam Scott growing up. Just swings it really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody knows who that is.
No, he's the Australian guy, right?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
all
a
right.
dimplehead.
Yeah.
I know about the golf. I know about the
The whole
swings,
golf
baby.
world. I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah. He was good. He was a good player. I don't want to be the best golfer in the world. I just want to have the nicest swing. That way people can just look at the swing and be like, look
Yeah.
at that easy swing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, just got one more question.
2 questions.
Okay.
Two, okay, all right.
All right. What? Don't take this the wrong way, Brooks. Please. What size shoe is your wife?
She's an 8. Oh, she's an 8.
And last question. In the summer, what color nail polish does she use?
I don't know.
feet.
She
Yeah.
summertime. I think she goes for bright colors in the summer. Yeah, she switched it up.
Nice.
Yeah, she just got it done. She got her nails done the other day.
That's good.
Are you
Jerry
sure you
used
can
to-
stand up now, Jerry? Yeah, tuck yourself in.
Before Jerry even started at Barstool, he used to run a 32 right around March Madness called, what was it, Feet the Street? 64. It was just local women foot contest. So they would submit and he'd buy like the winner a $500 gift card for a manicure.
Wait,
Judge women's feet.
wait, was it? What is the winner? Just whichever one Jerry
Yeah,
likes the
Jerry,
most?
Yeah, Jerry like cross, yeah.
yeah, Jerry, Feet the
Love a
Street.
good foot.
Jerry, were there like upsets?
Big time upsets.
You gonna bring that back?
Now, yes, I can bring it back.
He's bringing it back. All right, just talking the mic. What do you say? Explain it. Come here. Explain it to
Yeah,
us.
so pretty much how it started was this. So it was during COVID, and I was like Instagram Live. I was having fun. I was like, you know what? I can make a Bigfoot competition. So what I did was I had my graphics guy make like a bracket, and it was called Feet the Streets. Kind of like Beat the Streets, same shit. So what I did was I just put like Instagram posts every day, like, hey, if you want to compete in this competition, name's anonymous, it's just feet. We're gonna do March Madness style. I'll make the bracket. Hey, if you're a 1 seed, you're going to go against this seed. You know what I mean? So actually a girl from Jersey City won it.
Oh.
And a lot went into it, though. You have the ankle. You have to show the ankle so I could see the ankle.
Okay.
The arch is big. The color is big. And now a girl who had ugly toes, she had a toe ring. So that gave her...
That boosted her up a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
That boosted her
I
up.
could see. Yeah.
I like how Jerry was like, there's a lot that went into it. For instance,
Believe it
the
or
ankle.
not, like, the girls still message me to this day, like, hey, you got to bring this back. We want to compete again. So,
Some feet picks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you bring it back, we'll get Jenna in.
seriously?
I swear to God.
You got to give her a 1 seed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how far she makes it. All right.
Yeah.
You can blame anything on COVID. Jerry was like, so it was COVID. So I did the foot bracket.
People doing crazy things. All right. Well, Brooks, best of luck at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, go USA.
Best of luck this
We're
weekend.
excited. What?
Best of luck this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you.
best
I
of luck
appreciate
this
it, yes.
weekend. Best of luck at the Ryder Cup.
And we did say, since you guys are criminally underpaid or not even paid at all during the Ryder Cup, if Team USA wins, we're getting you a pizza party.
pizza party.
Yes.
From part of my take. Yeah.
Love that.
Pizza party.
It's better than money.
Yeah, that actually is. Pardon my cheesesteaks as well. We'll throw in the
Yes.
pardon my cheesesteaks.
Okay.
for
I love
free.
that. Yeah.
And I'll match.
Yeah. So that's
Perfect.
double pardon my cheesesteaks and a pizza party.
Yeah. That's where we're getting our
Pretty
win
fucking
from. I
sick.
love it.
Let the boys know that.
I will.
All right.
I'll make sure
Mamma
to
mia.
tell them
Right
I
when
get
you
there.
land, just be
Yeah.
like, hey, listen, I know we're not playing for money, but
I'll text Max.
we're playing
yeah.
for
I'll text
cheesesteaks.
Max when I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thank you, Brooks. Appreciate it.
Yep. Enjoyed it, boys.
Thanks, man. Brooks is brought to you by Cars.com. It's a leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car, celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and sell cars. Wherever life takes you next and whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. You can shop for over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. I love Cars.com. I've been looking on Cars.com, actually. I found a couple El Caminos I'm zeroing in on. I'm very excited about that. I'm using Cars.com for it. Shout out Cars.com. Very easy to use. They've got everything you need right in one place. Find your next possibility on Cars.com.
Okay, we'll wrap up with Fyre Fest of the week. Hank.
Dan.
Henry.
Dan.
Hank.
I was making some Trader Joe's orange chicken tonight, and I'm
Look at you cooking for yourself.
yeah.
You're a big boy.
Well, not
Look
quite.
at this
doing to
big
make it?
boy.
That's a frozen meal.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
was
that
wondering.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I put it in the oven.
Not a big boy.
So you put it in the oven?
I took it out,
Uh-huh.
put it on a sheet,
Yeah.
a baking sheet
Did
tray.
you spray any oil on the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cooking, yeah.
And
Do you
then
get
I
depressed doing that a little bit? I don't know. It's like you're kind of grown up.
get depressed at how ungrown up I am when I really think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big college meal. That's like
Yeah, I guess
Trader
that's
Joe's
true.
orange
I've been out of
chicken
this.
is
I've been
like-
out of this
yeah.
game for a long time.
No, it's tough. Like I am, becoming more and more aware of how much more adult I should be than I am. But it is what it is. And then I burnt myself with the sauce, making the sauce.
Oh no!
Just burnt my
a little
finger up.
boo boo.
Yeah.
You want a Band-Aid?
I put it in the microwave for like a minute. And
You boiled the sauce?
you heat up the sauce.
I don't think you have to heat the sauce up to the boiling
You need a
point, do you?
Band-Aid?
It was. I mean,
Let's put a Band-Aid
hot.
on that.
It was hot.
I put a Band-Aid on, like, my kids would just like bump their like foot, like Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Need a Band-Aid.
Hey, I mean, think about it this way. If you heat the sauce up that much, you're not going to be able to eat it, right? You have to wait. It
was
just needs to be
fine.
warm sauce.
Yeah, it was just a little too warm. Burnt my finger. Also, I bought the spider spray. Still haven't done it yet, though. So I'm preparing myself for war this weekend.
Oh, hell
You going to get
yes.
spiders?
You could just also wait them out. Like winter will kill
no,
them.
then they'll come inside.
I don't think so.
That's what I've been
How?
thinking.
Where?
You have
How?
a door. Keep your door closed.
Get it airtight. Make that shit airtight. Plug all the holes. You
I don't
know how
want them to
plug all the
devise a
holes.
plan and like infiltrate.
Okay. You have the smartest spiders ever living outside your apartment.
Yeah.
Are you sure these are spiders? Or they're not like possums? Because the way that you're talking about them makes them sound like mammals that have brains that can like open doors.
Do you put on music in your house?
Yeah.
I just want to feel what a night in the Henry Lockwood house is like.
Music, not really like ambient music.
Yeah.
That's more of like certain times I'll put on music.
Oh, okay. Do tell. those times?
No, just like on a Friday night or like, sometimes in the morning or whatever, just to like wake up.
Yeah.
But I'm not just like, have music going constantly. A lot of golf YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Smart. You get the
Just
fog
hanging
machine
out.
going?
Yeah.
Not a lot of fog machine.
No.
Laying off the
Do you
fog
walk
machine.
around in your boxers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shirt off?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to do more shirt off because I'm trying to, again, like,
Shame yourself?
yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a
Yeah.
good idea. I should do that more.
It's bad.
Hank
It's
has
real
not-
bad.
Your six-pack is coming, right?
I'm just trying to get, exercise every day. Not even saying work out every day. Just like walk.
Just sweat.
Just walk a little.
Yeah, burn 100 calories.
Hank's got an outstanding picture frame in his apartment.
Really?
Really nice. It's
Nice.
actually a TV, but it looks like a work of art. It's got a little frame on
come
the
on.
Oh,
outside.
this is, I guess this is another.
He puts like art screensavers on, so it looks like he's got a painting with a little cord coming out of it. But it's
yeah,
really a TV.
we went to Dana Holgerson's house. You guys were there for the inception.
Yes.
And he had a giant like 65-inch picture frame, and it was just him and one of his players on the sidelines, like a very random picture. We were drinking, and after a few drinks, I got the confidence to be like, Dana, like, did this guy die? Like, why do you have this giant life-size picture of him on your wall? And he was like, you fucking idiot. And then like took the remote and was like, it's a slideshow. I don't fucking know what these pictures are. And I was like, that's sick. Need one. So shout out to Dana for that. Realize how not, although I don't think you guys can. Could you guys hang something into a stud on a wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty good
hard.
at that.
It is
You
hard.
got to get a drill.
I have a drill. I've watched a couple of videos. I've made a couple attempts. Not successful so far. Built a whole shelf, and I'm trying to hang it, but
Yeah.
it's a
The
little
life growing
overwhelming.
up Hank. I like it. Okay, PFT, what's your Fyre Fest?
Like I found the studs and everything.
My Fyre Fest is I've had a pretty clean week overall. I'd
The
say.
airport thing earlier.
What airport thing
When
earlier?
you just drove by and
And I named every plane 100% correctly. How do you know?
Also
How would
another
you know?
incident this
How would
morning.
you
I don't know
know?
if you're going to go into that.
How would you know if I was wrong about planes, Hank? You don't know shit about planes.
I could just tell.
You don't go on your balcony to look at them because you're scared of the spiders that are out there.
No, I sit out there. That's the problem. I just still sit out there.
Well, yeah, okay. So I'll talk about this morning. I got dropped off at Hank's place. I got dropped off about, I'd say, 15 minutes away from Hank's apartment this morning by an Uber driver who was taking me to his place. Hank very graciously agreed to drive me out to the golf thing today. And I don't have a car yet because I just got my wallet back. You can't buy a car without a license, it turns out. Shocker. Probably a good rule for that. But I get dropped off about 15 minutes away from Hank's apartment. And I get out and I'm like, this doesn't look like Hank's apartment. I've been to Hank's apartment several times. This is not the right building. But then I think maybe I'm on the back side of his apartment.
Right.
Where sometimes people can like drive in where the garage is. And there's Hank's car that's parked on the curb with its lights flashing. And Hank said, I'll be out front waiting for you. So I step out. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I must be at Hank's place then. Uber driver shuts the door, drives away. I look at my phone. About 15 minutes away from Hank's apartment. He took me to the complete wrong address. And I think the reason why I did was he was driving through downtown, kept running into barricaded streets that were blocked off. And then he looked at, because I noticed on his little display phone he had set up with a navigation on it, that the next person he was picking up for his ride was right around the corner from where he dropped me off. He just dropped me to his next pickup, to his
That's
next fare,
bullshit.
and dropped me off. And then I was like, oh shit. Well, I guess I'm screwed. So then Hank had to come pick me up. Also,
solid move.
Yeah, it's a solid move. Solid move by
Solid
Hank.
move, Henry.
Also, I like to just impulse buy things, especially if it's early in the morning and I see an advertisement for it.
Yes.
And I'll be like, oh, this seems kind of cool. And I buy a lot of limited edition stuff that the NFL puts out that nobody else in the world ever buys. I think they just target me for some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw an advertisement for a Darius Rucker limited edition line of clothing conjoined with the NFL. It was like a partnership.
Gotta have it.
So I opened it up and I was like, this is kind of sweet. They got like flannels and Western style shirts with little NFL team logos on it. I was like, why don't I just buy clothes, Darius Rucker NFL clothes for the whole boys?
Yeah.
For all the boys.
Did you?
So I spent $500 on Darius Rucker themed NFL merchandise as a crossover that have all your teams on it.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped too. I looked at my email today. I forgot how much I spent on it until I opened up the email.
Listen, that pays for itself.
It does. It's sweet. It's like snap ups. It's got the Western style. It says the team name right across it.
Whenever I buy something dumb, I just say pays for itself.
It will.
Never does.
It will.
But it pays for
It will
itself.
be. Yeah, it's content, right?
It's content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I think you guys will like it.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you I'll like it. It was Sam Darnold. Okay. My Fyre Fest
His
is,
head looks huge.
I alluded to it earlier, but the Cubs suck. And yeah, that was like the one thing I was like, oh yeah, the Bears season's already a disaster, but at least the Cubs are going to be in the playoffs. I don't think so anymore. And I don't think we're going to get the Max versus Big Cat Cubs Phillies situation, which would have been great.
If the
Would've been
season ended today, would you guys be in?
I think we just, because of
I think-
tonight's
I
loss, we
checked
might be
tied.
out.
I think you're tied.
But
for
I
the
think
last
the
spot.
Diamondbacks, because they beat the fuck out of us the last couple weeks, would have the tiebreaker. So I think we might be out. I think we might have. Yep, we're officially out. It's actually the Marlins. We're tied with the Marlins. So maybe we have the tiebreaker over the Marlins. Who knows? Either way, not fun times. They should have. They're playing really bad teams and they're losing to really bad teams. And Jake had a Fyre Fest. He got hit with a ball while golfing. Was anyone with him?
I was. Me
Oh,
was.
you were golfing. Oh, okay. 2 times this week.
Both times for work. Both times for work.
Both for work.
Who set up
Both for work.
both of these shoots?
Both
Memes.
for work. Both for work.
Meme set up both.
Meme set up the one I had to go to on
Hey,
Monday.
PFT, is there football on right now?
There is. Yeah, there's
Oh,
football on
okay.
right now.
Both for work.
Weekend. I said the whole time weekend.
I won't golf on weekends.
Wait, but
That's the complete opposite. I'm going to be so focused on work that I'm going to stop golfing on weekends.
I legitimately, like, I have not been golfing. Memes,
What you do today?
Except for 2 times
What
this
you
week.
do today?
the video we made today will be a banger.
When's that coming out, Max?
Tomorrow?
Monday after Ryder Cup.
So Monday.
Sure. I don't know. I don't understand the Monday thing.
Yeah, Monday doesn't make sense.
People are going to want it on Monday.
Everyone subscribe. If
The
you
week
if we
after
get
the
to
Ryder Cup.
500,000,
Thursday. I think it should be Thursday. We always put our
let's get to 500,000. Okay, let's get to 500,000. Then we have the 5K and the golf. Let's start holding shit back.
Let's make the
Yes.
make the goal for 500K.
Everyone
That's
step
what people
up.
actually want to watch.
Step
Well, yeah, but
up.
they're going to get to 500K. It's not going to be ready.
I want to get to half a milli. We got to be in the half a
okay.
milli.
Do we get a plaque? I want a plaque.
No.
1 million? You want 1 million subscribers? Okay, we want 1 million subscribers. Someone
Memes.
find a bot farm
Go
and
big
just
or
do
go
it.
home.
Memes.
Yeah.
Make us a plaque when we get to 500,000. Make
Please
yourself
subscribe.
Okay.
If you're
Either way,
listening
Big
to,
Cat's
if you're
been
watching
big-
this right now and you're not subscribed, you're a scumbag. Please do it.
Big Cat's been on his absolute deviousness with me playing golf, just being like,
I just didn't think.
oh, did
I
you play
didn't
golf today?
I didn't
and then
think
I had a
golf was.
call at like 9:30 this morning, and me and Big Cat were the first 2 on it, and he was like, wait, you golfed yesterday, right?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, for the Morgan thing. And then I came in the office, he's like, did you golf yesterday?
I didn't think golf was happening in September. That's what I understood.
That was like a real fight. That
There
was a real
yeah,
fight.
he was very mad at me. I actually
Well,
did
no, but you were
forget. He didn't actually because listen, I am a troll. I understand where you're coming from. You've years and years, a decade plus of me trolling you. That one was literally me being a fucking bimbo. Okay, I actually forgot. But yes, I have been on my devious shit. I thought we said goodbye to golf.
I have.
Wait, answer honestly. Have you played more golf since you quit golf than you did when you were playing golf?
I haven't even, I played 18 holes total, both for work.
Wait, 18 holes total like the entire month of September?
Yeah.
That's it. You haven't played any more golf.
Oh, well, the. No. Wait. No. What am I forgetting?
Well, I don't know.
You haven't played
Probably the time you played golf.
No.
you haven't played any golf whatsoever.
I've literally, we did the scramble speed golf that day. That was before.
Check your
September.
app. Check your app.
Check your app.
18 birdies. I mean, I haven't. I know I haven't. I'm a man of my word.
Man of his word. Okay. I believe you.
I'm checking
Got,
Hanks right now.
got anything planned coming up?
No.
Do you want to golf with me next week?
Oh, I might be golfing. Yeah, I do. I would love to.
I might just start golfing with Hank and just no showing.
Oh, that's right. Hank,
8:27:23.
Hank went private on 18 birdies, so you can't tell. He locked his account.
This is like the president like having their schedule redacted.
I shot a 105 on 8:27:23.
That's not bad.
That's pretty bad. Because you were playing a lot of golf then.
Yeah. Well, he is still now. All right, numbers.
Brooke said my swing was good. Yeah, he was
He said that's
Patriots.
all of us.
3.
Ooh. I don't know who had that first.
99.
I'll go 69.
1.
No.
99.
Hank had 3 first. I'm checking.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Checking.
Let's go.
All
Look
right.
at it.
I'll go 1. I'll go 1. Memes, did you ever get it? You ever gotten it?
20.
No. 32.
All right, I got 1. 73. 73. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Great football weekend. We'll see everyone on Monday morning.
Love you guys.